I mean, do we bother with an intro? Do we bother with an intro since we did all of this shit out loud? Bishop inadvertently live show prep. Yeah, I mean, like we could do the whole intro, we could do the whole thing and start the whole show, but we're apparently live, so fuck it. Oh, can we please stop getting stuff caught on the mouse cord today? Jesus Christ. Alrighty, so Fallen the Great saying, that's okay, we don't need one. Well, I like one. It's good for the continuity. Plus, now you're getting 5 minutes more of show that we didn't plan for. Is that okay? Are we okay with that? I know you guys are. I have the app, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works. So I don't know. I might have to still set things up to make it work. Let's see. Stream Ninja thing. Overlay. There we go. Menu. I don't know how this works. So I don't know how to make it work, but we got it installed. We'll get it set up so that way Rumble chats. I mean, YouTube already gets up on the screen, as does Twitch, so it's really just Rumble that I wanted this for. But we don't really need that. So I realized after I did all this work now that I'm like, well, you know, it's not the end of the actual, you know, the world. We kind of. All right, let's go to my channel. Let's go to that. All right. And mute that. Okay. Let's pop this out. So we'll figure out getting this stream thing done. Where did my other chat go? Yeah, here we are. I need both of you. I don't know how this works. How do I just having them out on this page is all I need to do? According to it, but I fucking believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Where is Twitch? And we'll pop out. Intros take me from 6 to midnight, says Corndiff. Is Citizen M really banned from Steel Toe? It seems like. I don't know. I'm not a mod. I have no control and no say over such things. It seems like it, though. Fuck if I know. Aaron's a fickle bitch. He's banned today. He's back tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows? You know what I know? This ain't Steel Toe, so I can't tell you what's going on over there. Creator dashboard. There we are. I will tell you, I've watched the Deadpool movie, I would say a good 4 or 5 times now, and I just can't stop watching that motherfucking film. All right, let's check what we made on Friday. Hey, $36. Wow. And then we'll count that for today. All right, so there we go. We'll take that off. So we'll say we're at $10 for October 30th. $10. And that day's knocked out. So if we get it up today, giggity. If we get it out today, we're down. We're on to November. What did you come from? Where did you go? I can tell you this. I can tell you is this ain't the toe. Douglas W., rumor about Johnny getting April pregnant. Well, that would be weird. I'd have to have sex with her first, and that part's never happened. So, yeah, I'd say that's definitely a lie. I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't think I'm the kind of thing April's looking for, just in general. Just a lot going on here. Sign into the chat. All message you send will appear. I don't want to sign into the chat. All right, let's get this one up. All right, we're going to leave these in here. I don't like this idea, but I have to figure out how that... balls. You know what? Leave this page open for Social Stream Ninja version 3 to work. Well, you know what? I can't leave this page open because it keeps getting in my fucking way. So we're minimizing it. It's not closed. It's just not on the screen, all right? You fucking calm your tits. All right, let's get over to the stream manager over here on YouTube or on Twitch. Everybody joining on Twitch. Hey, how you doing? Balls deep. Good to see you. We started a good like 10 minutes early because I was trying to do that whole get things set up and prepped up and done thing. Yep. All right. And okay. And that makes me feel better. All right, now I have to go back to the YouTube one because we're gonna go click edit video because I'm gonna show you this one. I bet you 10-1 it's not no, it's not made for kids. Okay, again, like the age restriction thing has always been involved. So why the fuck? Why am I not? Huh. Let's go to my dashboard. Earn. Watch page ads, super shopping, bread content. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. But all right, whatever. Fuck it. Let's go back and once more. There we are. Sports talk, Johnny. How would you rate the Vikings defense on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, Rusty Grammar, I'd say that so far with a 5-0 season, it seems like this the Vikings defense is performing, I'd say, a solid 8 out of 10. They obviously aren't perfect because it's not like they've run shutouts all damn day, but obviously doing very well. So good enough to win 5 games. Fuck you, dude, saying good afternoon, Johnny. Right, good afternoon. We're just having a fun time. Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. Rusty Grammar, fuck you, dude. Everybody over on Rumble. JB Contrarian, King Kong Dong, and Landers, really the big ones over there right now. We have to load our stories and stuff up, but the show technically just started. We don't have any controlled burns in the backlog, but I haven't really smoked any weed today, and I need to, because I haven't. Are we about to watch? Why would we be doing that, Landers? Why? Why would we be doing that? The closest you got to that was watching me wheel the chair in and put... Well, no, you didn't see me wheel the chair in. The show started early, but you guys didn't see or hear me wheel the chair in because the mics weren't on. Ah. So then the only thing you saw was, aha. Did you see the R-tard that crashed his expensive car, Johnny? You're going to have to be more specific. There's a lot of tards who have expensive cars. Did you see the retard who crashed his expensive car? Okay. There's one. Kim Farmham saying sneaky John. How am I sneaky? I accidentally started my stream early. Accidentally. Just trying to get stuff set up, crossed a few too many wires, clicked one too many buttons, started the thing early. Landers, why not is the better question. Let's go through the list. 1, I don't think a lot of us want to do that. That's really kind of a you thing. 2, I'd say this one's probably a big one. I don't think they're allowed to do that on Twitch and YouTube and maybe even Rumble. So yeah, that would be just the tip of the why not. Johnny's a good egg chair. Thank you, Douglas W. Johnny's a good egg chair. I see what he did there. He got them jokes. Oh. Hold on a sec. All right, there we go. That should make that fine. Alrighty. AO7 Eugene Stoner. Good to see you, Eugene Stoner. In fact, with the welcoming of Eugene Stoner, let's welcome me getting stoned. I don't know about getting stoned, but definitely smoking a little bit because I haven't smoked anything yet. And God damn it, now is the time now is the winter of our discontent. Digger 420 joining us. Good to see you, Digger, and everybody. Welcome on all the channels, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Happy to have you. We started a few minutes early because I am retarded and clicked things too much, so the show actually started early. And because we did Aaron's show as long as we did, I didn't get as much stuff as I wanted to done, including making sure I have that whole chat thing set up, particularly mostly just for the people over on Rumble, so we can start putting up them Rumble chats when they earn it or whatever we want to call it. All righty. let's go ahead and hit this business really quick. Nope, I gotta unlock it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's some good stuff. I never know if she's talking to me or just everybody in that chat. Alrighty, say it louder, Johnny. I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. I fucking love. All right, hold on. I need to know: is anyone gonna be pissed off if we give away spoilers to the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? I need to know right now. Douglas W., all I heard was Johnny was Nick Rekieta the whole time, like Kaiser Sose. My guess is he sticks his head up once like this, and then after that, he's gone. Douglas W., I knew it! Eugene Stoner, I spanked my monkey, now I'm floating around the room doing the helicopter. Weird. No, we are not. He's gonna say it. Flame on. What do you mean, no, we are not? And then you give a spoiler. That's completely misleading. So here's the video of the crash. Again, it's weird that you're like, retard crashed his car. Like, who's retard? Oh, Jack Doherty. Well, the person who posted this said he should honestly be arrested for this, and I would agree. And I would think you could be, considering that you filmed it, but we don't know. I caught your buttery nuts comment earlier. Loved it. Right? Like, I was dropping subtle hints the whole time, because I know he hasn't watched that movie. And it's such a good movie, but I know he hasn't watched that movie, so I dropped that one line, like, oh, buttery nuts, and just like, nope, didn't even catch it. I came up my daddy's dick ready. Oh, that's graphic. Yeah, he's laying my buttery nuts up all in my mama, and I was like, what's up, Doc? Oh my God. I love that movie. I've watched it so many times, but just since fucking Friday, I've watched like 4 or 5. I really kind of feel like early on in the movie, Deadpool's like, oh, that's not going to go over well with the woke mob. They kind of spend a lot of time bashing wokeness. And if you think about it, in a weird way, the whole movie's set up that way. Because the big bad in the movie is just a blonde-haired white, well, not blonde-haired, bald-headed white girl. Just a bald-headed white girl. And then the whole, I dropped another line too. I don't know if anyone caught the whole, hey, can't you take your, enough with your trauma bragging. Can't you take that and turn it into, what was it? Turn it into productivity or cancer like the rest of us? Fallen the Great, I've watched it twice this weekend. I've watched it at least 4 times since Friday. St. Caesar, X23 grew up. Yeah, dude, X23 grew up. She's going to still hopefully be in things. It was really good. It was a good movie. But West Coast Patriot Girl, I haven't seen it yet, but I don't mind spoilers. What? Your boss is a bald-headed white girl? No, the big bad. I said the big bad Sam show. Not to be confused with the big show. Yeah, this is why you can't hang out with people too much, man. They rub off on you. And you know it. All right, anyways. Okay, I don't know what Douglas is on about, but thank you for being here. Okay, so we've got all the chats up. I need to mute the Twitch stuff. Don't do any sound drops and shit for the moment. We are on October 30th for our goal, so we're doing great. If you want to contribute to the show, it helps. Definitely don't want to have the whole, like, up and down roller coaster thing again, if we can avoid that. But, you know, it is what it is. Times are what they are. Do what you can. That's all we ask. All right, let's go. We're going till 5:30 either way, and we're going to bust out these stories here. So we got the audio muted to grab it. We're going to be talking about Elon Musk rubbing his balls in NASA's face because that's funny. especially since the earth is flat and we live under a dome. We also have a woman who got in trouble. I mentioned this morning for police mistakenly thinking SpaghettiO sauce was meth. I don't know where we get meth out of SpaghettiO sauce. So far as I know, SpaghettiO sauce is usually like a tomato sauce red. I thought meth was like whitish or yellowish. Is meth red? Because if meth is red, then I gotta say, Breaking Bad got a lot wrong. And wait, now I gotta catch up with the Rumble chat. Let's make sure we've got all our audio. There we go. Audio's back up for everybody, and bam, we're great. Los Federales, for me, it's Terminator 2. Watched it easily over 100 times in my lifetime. Never gets boring. There are some movies that never get boring. I'll say this, Deadpool will get boring to me eventually. Deadpool 3 will get boring to me eventually, but first I have to stop noticing things I missed in it. That's where I have to get first. I have missed so many funny little things. Just like even one of the last times I watched the intro, I noticed that one of the times he's like impaling people with parts of Wolverine, he really does a full knob ride on one of the, and it's just, oh my God. The whole movie is good. I just can't stop watching it. Oh. Were they trying to build a snowman? No! That is the one thing Feige said is expressly off the table. No cocaine. They know all the slang terms. He's got a list. Look, you're going to feel a little uncomfortable with some of the things that are happening. Some of the words are said. There's going to be a smidge of ass play, but I assure you, we have been forbidden from doing cocaine on camera. Oh, Deadpool will get boring when... I'm sorry, that won't even faze me, Mikey. I'm on a Deadpool high. I apologize. I am on a Deadpool high. That will not even cut the... I sent you a message on the what are they called? The Facebook stuff, the messenger thing. I sent the list there. Can be on his show tonight. Mikey, tell them what time your show's at so they know when to come find you. I mean, I could, but, you know, promote the thing. You know, do some work, damn it, I'm the guest. Should have told that to Aaron, forbidden to do cocaine. Well, again, it was Deadpool's rule in the third movie, so it didn't get here until now. Much like a lot of things we're learning, apparently, oh, this was to everybody. Yep, okay, so she just sent that to everybody. I'm jealous of her cats. I'm going to be honest. I am tired of her sending me videos of her hanging out in her bed with her cats. That's very, very mean. All right, we'll get to that later. That's a message. Wow. Got it, says Mikey. Right, yeah, drop your whole date and time. So you can catch that Bat channel. I almost promoted it this morning, but then I realized, you know, like, why? Let's do it here where it means more. So, show me her cat, says JB Contrarian. No, it's a completely tasteful photo, and but that would be a violation of her privacy. You have to be her Snapchat friend to get her morning kitty pictures. It's just a little orange tabby that she was petting. So yeah, you got to be her friend for that. I'm not doing that. I'm not outing people on my Snapchat. There are 206 bones in the human body, 207 when I watch Just Kidding LLC. No, I think the quote was supposed to be Gossip Girl. And I really hope you're not watching this show with a boner. 1, we go for 3.5 hours. That's very close to being dangerously unhealthy. 2, notice I said close. They're like, an erection for 4 hours or more is priapism. 3.5 is just damn good timing. That's just riding the wire right up to the red mark. Like, 6 p.m. Central on twitch.tv/Mikey2Milks. Right? So we get done with this, and then we go right to that. Is the cat shaved? Good God, no. You should never shave a cat. Why would you shave a cat? They need that fur. When they're running around in the wild? That orange tabby in particular is a short hair. Why would you shave that cat? No. Jesus Christ. So mean to an animal. Sam Show saying, anybody want to tell him, right? Does anybody want to tell him?
Checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I hate to say it, but that joke's going to kind of make, not the shaving, the cat thing, but the whole me being stupid and using my stupidity as a joke to make fun. Yeah, that's going to make a reoccurrence with today's show with what we've got. Thank you, Was Fill Some Holes, subscribing at Tier 1. And that's why we have the cowbell. Was Fill Some Holes, subscribing at Tier 1. The cowbell, of course, donated by the great Fallen the Great. Cowbell coming in, heyo. Thank you for that. All right. West Coast Patriot Girl, I've never met a 4-hour erection. Well, like I said, according to doctors, if you have an erection that lasts for more than 4 hours, that's called a priapism. Like I said, so if you go 350, you're like running it right up to the limit. I myself, I don't know, what do I top out? 10, 15 minutes? Who cares? Haven't heard a whole lot of complaints. Notice he didn't say none. Yes, but what were the complaints? You don't know. The complaints would be like, that's too much. I can't handle it. Put that away. Where do you keep that thing? Who knows what the complaints are? Spoiler alert, a Mexican hairless just... I have to remind myself, don't just start in the Rumble chat. Go to the top and wade in. Because it's always like it gets deeper. It's like the fucking movie The Abyss. It just gets deeper and darker and more pressure the farther down you go. You can't stop at the bottom, or you can't start at the bottom, or your mind will explode. You got to transition. It's freaking freezing in here, Mr. Bigglesworth. Traffic update, debris on road on Highway 10, west side, Anoka. Use caution. Thank you, fuck you, dude. All of you in Anoka in Minnesota on Highway 10 heading west. Caution. We fill in all the boys. So what? Okay. I don't even know where that one was. So, yeah, we've got all of our first hour stuff loaded. We can get into all that shit. We've got a bunch of fun things to talk about. And, what is it? I've never... 80s bush porn, says West Coast Patriot Girl. Wait a minute, what? What about 80s bush porn? Nothing better than 80s and 70s hair. Landers? I mean, that's agree to disagree, you know? Like, I'll be honest, yeah, like Nair Bear is a little uncomfortable. But I mean, I don't know, at the same time too, I don't want to find the forest through trees. Porn in the bushes? What? We're going to watch porn in the bushes? No, we're not. We're not. Why did they start with this whole watching porn thing? We're not watching porn. I don't know where this idea came from. Thirsty people in the chat probably. But actually, yeah, no, it was totally them. But, Fall in the Great, you, icky, I feel the hair in my throat. I don't even know what a matan is. Alrighty, so we've got the video that... somebody sent us. Oh yeah, Saint Caesar sent us this. Again, Jack Doherty is like a fucking just case study in internet YouTube fame, warping people, completely fucking destroying people, and then them becoming just soulless. Anything for the attention and the likes. I'm betting this was somehow staged too. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out later that this was set up, that he deliberately did this. I don't know. Who, says Douglas W. Jack Doherty. If you aren't aware of who Jack Doherty is, Jack Doherty is a small kid who started streaming on YouTube, uploading little clips. little things he did. It started with like he flipped a bottle and it landed the right way up. And it's like, oh, and he discovered like kind of a YouTube fame. He's been growing up in front of us on YouTube. And while he has continually done more and more to keep that YouTube attention and to keep that YouTube feed going. You know, he's addicted. He needs to keep that line running. So he has gotten.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Boobies.
See, this is one of my points where I'm saying, like, as much as I love the audience interaction, I was on a roll. We could wait a minute. But, yeah, so as I was saying, Jack, and again, thank you, Zoomikin. We'll cowbell for you in a minute. Boobies, 9 months. Appreciate it. Love it. Thank you so much. So Jack got a lot of feed on the internet. He got a lot of thrill. He doesn't want to give it up. He stayed into that. He started making videos where he started doing prank stuff. He started being a real dick to people, and then he'd have a bodyguard on hand. He was hiring, like OnlyFans models to be thought pieces in his little, to be thirst pieces and little thirst traps in his videos. So people would look and click, ooh, look at the hot lady. What's going on here? And then you'd find her, and it would lead them to the lady's OnlyFans. Like it would funnel people to them. So it was kind of a weird one hand washing the other. He's a complete piece of shit, an irredeemable piece of human garbage, in my opinion. And, quite frankly, I don't feel bad for him, but again, I don't trust that this isn't staged. He's driving and looking at his phone. He has his windshield wipers going. Oh, and by the way, he's like what? Like, is he even 21? I don't know, maybe. He's like maybe a little over 21. He owns a McLaren. Like, he has way more money than he should. And he doesn't know what to do with it. He's not responsible. Thank you for the Slimer sticker and the 100 bits. We are 100 bits away from a hype train. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Wrong button. All right, let's hit this.
Oh! No! 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 Oh, fuck. No, watch out, watch out. Oh.
Thank you for the proton pack. It was a little confusing. Holy jeez. So fake? Yeah, I'm a little worried with the...
Open the door, open your door. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Yeah. Holy fuck. Oh my god, bro. My whole... Bro, my whole fucking car, bro.
Good. You're a piece of shit who didn't deserve it. Drove like an irresponsible asshole. And I'm going to say this. If this is faked, he's going to be in a lot of trouble because then he faked this, but he recorded it. He was clearly driving distracted in impaired weather. Aaron did not acknowledge your win. Well, you know what? I will acknowledge your win. You won because we didn't make the funding by the end of the show. We made it before the end of overtime, and we went to overtime to cover the news thing. But you're right. Technically, you won. Technically, everybody won in a weird way. You got your win. We got the show funded. I say we like I did anything. Why don't you help out more? I don't know when I'm muted or not. I can't tell. Holy fuck, why? Shit. I guess I shouldn't have done that earlier. I didn't think we were going to go like this. I didn't hype train.
Everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes the train, and here comes driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
I don't know why I like doing that. Does it serve a purpose? No. Do I look like a fucking, like a train whistle? No, but fuck it. Can you tell we haven't smoked a lot of weed today? And by a lot, I mean once before now. Alrighty. He was not driving with caution, says fuck you, dude. We are 50%, I think, through the way of level 1. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, he linked at 6 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Mikey2Milks. Check us out. A half hour after my show, we'll be doing his. So that's great. I hate that paint job, ick. Right, the paint job makes me feel better for the car for getting totaled. Because you know that car is totaled. There is no saving that car. You're going to have to get a new one. And the only crime would be if you got a new one that looked exactly the same. Yeah. Johnny, where did the... King Kong Dong, that's an interesting question. You're asking the wrong person. I'm not the history major. I'm not the history buff. And right now, especially, we have a level 1 hype train. I can't math. No idea. They can buff that out. I don't know, man. That looks like an awful lot of the front of that car was destroyed. I mean, yeah, the engine and all the important bits are back here. But I'm pretty sure there's like some steering assemblies and maybe just a little bit of the frame that's important in there. And I feel like if you lose control of a car like this in weather like this and you're Jack Doherty, you deserve it. This is I think this is as close as we get to karma, like acting in real time. Won't lie, it's going to take a while, but you can do it. Okay, so you can repair the car. Digger420 says, shh, you don't ask those questions unless you really want an answer. Send him to prison. He can try Five Guys properly. Oh, no. No, that's not good. That's just hateful. We have 2 minutes left in the 56% of the way through level 1 of a hype train. We'll do the controlled burn now. I don't think we're going to be going to 3 or anything like that, so we'll just get it out of the way, and then we'll go back to Jack Doherty ruining his car. Just needs some duct tape? Yeah, there you go. Just a roll of gaffer tape. You'll be fine, son. It's just a dent.
No fucking way. Oh my gosh. There's no fucking... Michael, here. Michael, do you have your film on that phone too? No. Oh my god.
Why are you hugging him? Why are you hugging him like, aw, poor guy. You were driving irresponsibly like an idiot in bad weather with a car that can easily... I can't speak. Why is my mouth being as retarded as he is? A car that can easily hydroplane. Why can't I put those two together? Oh, we forgot Zumikin's cowbell, by the way. Zumikin, your 9-month cowbell. Sorry it's late. Here we go. Zumikin, 9-month cowbell. Hey-o. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, wait. I've got an idea. What happens when we go over here? Nope. Nope. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Don't know how to do it. All right. Yep. I don't know how to do it. All right, so we can't get it. Hype train's gonna end there at level 1. We didn't do our controlled burn, did we? I don't remember.
Last time I checked,
Fuck.
we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Now I don't remember, so we're gonna do it just in case. When in doubt, smoke some more. I mean, Digger420, you're not wrong. Thank you again. Mediocre personality, tier 1 subscription, 26 months. I am honored. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Cowbell coming in. Hey-o. Oh, we have a 20-minute video in hour 2 that I don't know we'll do all of, but we might, because if it's If it's as good as it could be, we might be there for a while. First off, I was buzzed, says JB Contrarian. What? Makeup and interstate are a match made in heaven. They already banned this F word on Kick for this. This kid's dad should have. Oh, wow. Fucking Jesus, JB Contrarian. Duh, the roads are the moist. The roads are the moist. Yeah, I read that right. Duh, the roads are the moist. Cars like that should have a loud fuck you paint job. That's fine. LOL, says Sam Show. I mean, it's a horrible paint job. JB Contrarian, the train is for Johnny, not me, sadly. Well, I feel if you really want to organize a train, then don't get them too excited. Johnny, I'm going to have to drink a whole lot more. You might. It's got to have a paint job that says you will never afford this and you will never afford this. You will never afford this. La la la. I mean, you can accomplish that in a lot of ways. I feel like the paint job really doesn't even matter at that point, just the car itself. West Coast, I fucked up cars royally that I thought were total and they weren't. And then Jay Bree, oh, so you really are? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that is... 3 were drunk drivers. Were you riding with the drunk driver or just the drunk driver hit you? Okay. Lexi, Johnny hasn't said hi to me in over a week. Boo. I just said hi to you, Lexi. There you go. Hey Digger, Amanda Hug and Kiss, Kin Farmham, Los Federales, Lexi, fuck you, dude, Saint Caesar, Jesse ESP, or Jesse ESP. So yeah, I think that's everybody. All right, let's go. You guys okay? Like, oh my God, I'm so worried about you. If anything happens to you, who will I continue to mooch off of? I'm saying that maybe she's his girlfriend and like she has her own life, but I'm betting not. I'm betting everyone in this douche canoe circle is probably somebody who has way more money than they should. Do you want to tape that shit so he doesn't have to? Here's an idea. Don't film it. I mean, you've got the footage of the wreck. You've got the footage of what got you in the wreck. And your insurance agent is going to love that because, again, your friend filmed and you published perfectly how bad the roads were while you were driving one-handed, looking at your phone, driving a car that, no offense, you're not man enough to handle. Not now, possibly not ever. And if one thing angers me more than anything, it's that you can drive that and I can't drive a stick shift. And that's not a money thing. That's a God hates me and created me a cripple thing. For that, I will never forgive him. Who did I say that to? Fuck, I said that to somebody. Was it at the club? Or was it on the show? I don't remember. God, I did that line to somebody. They're like, well, let's hold that down a bit. Like, let's back that up a notch.
Let him have that. Let him have that. And then McKinley, can you just... I think your nose is through this. Can you go on here? Yeah. Bro, as soon as I heard, I was... Can you film on here on the phone? And McKinley, just make it look good. Look through here the whole time. Go over microphone.
Make it look good. Okay, make it look good. Why is she there? You got a driver's license with you? Yeah, I got you. He needs a driver's license with him because he was the one behind the wheel, Your Honor.
All 4 of you were in the car? No. It was just them two. I'm all right.
I'm all right. Yeah, insurance is going to pay 0 on that. Insurance is going to pay 0 on that. What's going on with her arm? Well, she was propping her boobs up. Fuck you, dude. She's been working with a lot. Seems like I've seen that tactic before, or at least heard it used. All right. In our next story, I don't want you guys to get too excited. We're halfway through the first hour, so we can't afford to get too distracted because I'm about to say what I'm about to talk about. The next story will be involving a successful docking of a spaceship. So let's just be let's be adults about it. I mean, can we be adults about it? Probably not, because Elon Musk was a little bit less than subtle about it, if I'm honest. But on Twitter, and this was something I think that happened last week. Yeah, it was last week. On Twitter, Elon Musk said to NASA, your Uber is here. We'll play the 23-second clip that he said it about. A lot of people put it a lot better, where the Tesla spaceship has docked with the International Space Station. So like they can get the astronauts home. But he's like, your Uber's here. Like, oh man, that dude's a bag of douche. Well, I mean, probably, but he's also advancing the world as a bag of douche. This looks a little weird. I'm going to be honest. I'm not normally one of these people, but I'm going to say it. This looks like a video game. This doesn't look quite real. Something about this doesn't look real to me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because shouldn't we see a whole bunch of debris and shit? Shouldn't there just be like a haze of crap floating around? I don't know that this looks real. So what? It's just 23 seconds of the capsule being docked. So it looks like a really weird IED, or IUD, not IED. Looks like a really weird IUD. Yeah, okay, great. I'm glad we put that video on the screen. SpaceX is the only decent thing he's doing. Well, I mean, I would argue getting Twitter where it is now, not calling it X, but getting Twitter where it is now was a decent thing, like I said this morning. He, in doing so, he kind of forced all of the other social media companies to kind of own up to being, on a team and ponying for a side. I mean, did they all backtrack and insist that they shouldn't have done it? Yes. Are they all probably still secretly doing it? Probably. Kind of looks like a Baldo, says Z Campesino. I don't know. I mean, I gotta say, of all the things we've compared to a Baldo, that is the most Baldo-esque. But then, why is the tip lifted? So, you know what? We still have it. Let's follow this thought. So this is a Baldo. Okay. Indulge me. What the fuck is it connected to? Because that certainly isn't an asshole. And why the hell is the top... Like, you got to lift the dome on the Baldo? Johnny's noticing NASA is fake. I mean... He's finally waking up, man. Oh, I hate these. I wish people had to be real. The bot thing where they get a bot to go to, like, an algorithm to go into programs and say, "Hey, buy cheap viewers here," or the whatever thing it does. I really wish those were people, because I want to fuck with them. That's the thing I always loved about the old school days of telemarketing and all that shit, when it had to be a person, when they couldn't rely on AI and algorithms and all that shit, when it had to be a person, and you could waste their time and fuck with them, and they couldn't do anything. It was just good fun. I don't even know what that... Oh, the flag background. Well, damn it. Okay, with the rabbit attachment. Now we're getting into way more than I know about. I don't want to know about the rabbit attachment. I feel like would be uncomfortable for all involved. Right? It's wrong on every level from what I've understood of it. From the diagrams I've seen, no, is about the simplest way I'd put it. The cock was missing a ball. Is Elon telling us something? He went up to rescue the astronauts. I don't know about testicular instability or how many nuts he's swinging around. I mean, 1 or 2, he's still getting the most out of them. Popping out kids left, right, and sideways. He even offered to throw one up into old Taylor Swift. Which maybe that's why she won't be at the game tonight. It's official. If she's not at the game tonight, she traded Kelsey for Elon Musk. She's getting that Musk dick. That Musk money, because that's what she needs. She needs a rich guy. She can't survive on her own. Testicular instability. I mean, that's what else would you call only having one nut? Your nuts were unstable, instable. One of them had to go. It was a controlled demolition. All right, so let's clear out that story. And then our last one from last week that I didn't get to, apparently, we'll read through this quick. I don't know how this happens, but a Georgia woman was jailed because police thought SpaghettiO sauce was meth. Wait a minute. Sometimes a gal just wants to eat her SpaghettiOs. She just can't wait to get home. Ashley Gabrielle Huff, 23, was released from jail in Gainesville, Florida, after crime lab analysis confirmed that her claim that a spoon she had in a vehicle leading to her arrest did not contain methamphetamine residue, but spaghetti sauce. Oh my God. Really? We arrested a lady over spoon residue? That's ballsy. Gainesville, Georgia, police released a woman from jail this month after lab analysis backed her claims that residue found on a spoon in her car wasn't meth, but was in fact SpaghettiO sauce. Okay. 1. I have too many questions, so we're going to number them. 1. Why was there a spoon in your car from SpaghettiOs that you had already eaten? If you had eaten the SpaghettiOs, should not the spoon come out and be washed? 2, how sloppy of a fucking sketty eater are you that you're getting sauce all over the spoon, okay? If you're going to it straight from the can, all fucking caveman style, like that's one thing to fucking tip and drink it or whatever. But if you're using a spoon, we can work our way down, okay? And 3, so you were feeling peckish and you had to have the SpaghettiOs in the car? Like in the car. Could you maybe find a better, like, because I feel like, are you eating and driving? Or because like, that's not a good thing. Like, what, you just at every red light, just get a spoon of SpaghettiOs and then go back? Like, because, no. Spoon? We got a spoon. Hands up, motherfucker. Spoon! We got a spoon! Hands up, motherfucker! That's probably more the way he wanted it read. Angry Saxon, watch out, people. A spoonful of sugar might get you arrested and definitely won't make the medicine go down. Make the charges come up. You arrested her on the spoon. I mean, I need to see a picture of this lady because how the fuck? We don't have a picture. How the fuck do you do this? Gainesville, Georgia released a woman from jail this month after a lab analysis backed her claims that residue found on a spoon in her car wasn't meth, but was spaghetti. So wait a minute, you said Florida. Gainesville, Florida, after a... Okay, now I'm confused. Is it Georgia or Florida? It sounds like... I don't know. This is so stressful. Nobody believed me. I said I had SpaghettiOs on my spoon. Nobody believed that. Everybody thought it was hilarious, but that was exactly what it was. Well, guess who gets the last laugh now? Your lawyer, because he didn't see this fucking cash day coming, but Jesus is he glad it did. Fallen the Great. So SpaghettiOs is word code, right? And then someone else had a... My question is, you see red on a spoon and you immediately jump to meth. Like, yeah, that's a bit of a leap. Bit of a leap. Yeah, fuck you, dude. I'm on the same boat. Meth residue red or something? I'm confused, right? Like, I don't know how... Oh, my God. She claimed she threw the can of SpaghettiOs in the trash because I was eating them straight out of the can. Sometimes you just got to eat a can of pasta. I need to see... Okay, now this lady's story, while it does make sense, it also makes me think, no offense, you're a trash panda human being. And like recognizes like. And I say that as someone who would definitely, like... And again, I talked about this this morning. Like, if I had a fucking can of fucking like Chef Boyardee ravioli sitting right in front of me, I'm going to fucking get a fork and I'm going to just eat that shit, right? Like, I'm not waiting. I'm not patient. I'm like, fuck it. We're eating it right out of the can. What's the worst that can happen? So many preservatives in it. I'm going to be alive after I'm dead. So, most normal people don't have spoons in their cars. Cops assumed it was a drug spoon, right? Most normal people don't have spoons in their cars. But when a lady tells you she was feeling peckish and she had to eat her SpaghettiOs immediately because sometimes you just have to eat, her words, by the way, sometimes you just have to eat a can of pasta. I'm guessing, like I said, I'm guessing there was a visual element here. One that would either incriminate or exonerate said person. And I just want that visual element. I want to know whether it would exonerate or whether it would incriminate. Like if you're a meth twig and you're like, look, sometimes you just got to eat a can of pasta before you die. Like, okay, like let's run the spoon just to be safe. But let's just say maybe you could have taken one look at her and been like, yeah, she was eating pasta. I want to know. Los Federales, I love playing botulism roulette, right? Who loses in that game? Saint it's not a crack rock, officer. It's a fucking meatball. Oh, I see what our malfunction is. Hold on a second. And then it's going to ding one more time. One more time. There we go. That wire's a little loose. And it was sitting on another wire, so every time that moved, and everybody was unhappy. Now we're all happy. Hooray. MSO SpaghettiOs is the breakfast of champions. Ask Aaron. Oh, no. Again, more best viewers on go fuck yourselves. I don't care. I still love it's not crack, officer. It's a goddamn meatball. So, again, officer. Just release the photo. It'll either help you or hurt you. One of the two. I want to know. All right, so let's get rid of that. And then the last one. Oh, I said I'd talk about this one too. God, do I wish. Do we have a video for this? We have pictures. Oh, no, we do. We have some sort of a video. So we'll read the facts about this little torrid affair. So for pretty much all of us, except maybe a couple of guys living outside of huts surrounded by punji sticks, nearly 80 years ago, the war with Japan was going on. It's like 80 years ago. Well, apparently not everybody has left the war, particularly some of the ordnance. An unexploded U.S. bomb from World War II that had been buried at a Japanese airport exploded Wednesday, causing a large crater in a taxiway and the cancellation of more than 80 flights, but no injuries, Japanese officials said. They also said, "Fuck you!" Officials said an investigation by the Self-Defense Force and police confirmed the explosion was caused by a 500-pound U.S. bomb, and there was no further danger. They are determining what caused its sudden detonation. The crater itself, thankfully, was not that big. Ah, that's the hole? That's all it did? Oh, really? Again? Why? This is getting beyond annoying now. If it goes off again, we're turning off the lights for now, and I'm just ordering a frickin' extension cord, because that pass-through setup is being a bitch. And you know what? Screw that. Either way, we're ordering the extension cord thing tomorrow. Or today. So considering even though it was from World War II, it's one of our bombs, does that mean it's still an act of war? Says Angry Saxon. I mean, no, because it was dropped at the time. So, I mean, that bomb exploded posthumously. Is that a thing? I don't know. Now I've got the Like a Rock song in my head. I'm thinking, and I'm just thinking about the bomb being built Ford Tough. And I have to remind myself that Like a Rock is not a Ford Tough thing. I don't know why I keep hearing Like a Rock built Ford Tough. I'm as strong as I could be. Like that's mixing two things. It's not right. Anyways, so they had that lovely thing go off. Let's pop back over here. And let's check out the video that's enclosed in the story. Oh, we get to see the detonation. We don't get to hear it. Uh, 9020, a taxi to a runway 4. Oh, shit. Sorry, they didn't have any audio. I'm just trying to do my best Japanese impersonation. That's, oh, dear Lord. Now I feel like they're doing their best impersonation of a Chinese sewer pipe. Oh, get it? Because it's brown. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now we just get to watch the show over and over again. And boom. Thank you, Fettuccine El Poo-Poo, for using the USB sticker thing. It made me think it disconnected for just a second. It's not quite the same noise. And there's a pattern. This thing works fine, but its detection thing reads like it's not detected, like it's not connected. So it disconnects for a second, but the power never goes off. Notice how the lights stay on. They didn't disconnect. I sent Johnny a funny, says King Kong Dong. What do you mean you sent me a funny? Thank you for that. I don't know what you mean. I've never seen Brillo for smoking through a pipe. It melts into liquid and turns into smoke. No need for Brillo. What the... I have no idea what we're talking about. My wife joked about shaving a swastika on the back of my head, and I said that would be funny. Joke's on me. She actually did it, but I usually wear a hat anyhow. Oh, that would be interesting. Your Honor, in accordance with our government's tradition, I need to be able to keep this hat on my head no matter what. Why? Because otherwise I'll be exposed as being a Nazi, and it's not how we roll in the U.S. of A. Brillo pads are used when smoking crack, says Mr. Q. Okay. I did not know that. I mean, I don't smoke crack, so I suppose I got that going for me. Hooray. Speaking of smoking crack, life has a whole lot of habits. I have to afford all of mine. We're going to link our PayPal stuff and everything just in case anyone wants to support the show that way. Thank you if you do. We'll make sure to load those up so we can check them. I just always forget to do that. And I am terrified of having a bottom out earning thing. But we had a 50% level 1 hype train, so that's probably going to clear us for our show goal for the next for the 30th. But let's do this just to boop. I got to put this over here. There. I'm going to be honest, no, I want to pin the message. The fucking, I was about to say Mio. The fucking circles, man. I got a strawberry banana one, and I didn't think I'd like it this much. It's going to go by fast, and I'm going to need more of them. And someone told me that they make a horchata circle flavor, and if that's true, I'm in trouble. I'll spend way too much money on those. Way too much money on circle flavor. I like flavor with my water. And then it goes and turns straight to water, and I drink it for a little while, and I'm like, I need more flavor. And that's what we do. All right, so let's pin this. Yeah, there we go. Pinned. Bam, baby. And then let's pin this one over here. Pin this message. Boom. And we're good. Just in front of the... What? West Coast Major, I've shaved things into people's hair, but never thought of a swastika. I mean, yeah, why would you? I would hope not. I've done a lot of interesting things. That's like what have you? Are you saying you've shaved weirder stuff? Lab glass. I'll show you my horchata. Something makes me think that that's not the same thing I'm talking about. But thank you. But yeah. So you're saying you've shaved like weirder stuff? Like this one person came in and he's like, I want you to shave this picture of my wife nude into the back of my head, so everywhere I go, people can see what I fuck. I'm like, what? But I don't want to know if they like it. Keep in mind, like if they get aroused and they're like, oh, I gotta fiddle my dick later. I don't want to see that, right? So I want the picture on the back of my head, so when I go somewhere, they see it. I don't see them. This is a long way to go for this bit, asshole. How heavy is that fucking shoehorn? All right, let's finish. So, World War II bomb exploding at Miyazaki Airport, which was built in 1943 as a former Imperial Japanese Navy flight training field from which some kamikaze pilots took off on suicide attack missions. Great. So we're not supposed to feel bad about the bomb then because they got kamikaze pilots to take off from there? That okays the bomb? All right. I don't know if she's being serious or not, but that sounds... I carved a swastika into my jack-o'-lantern's forehead one year. Yeah, and then whenever kids came up for candy, I went, you see this? It means not welcome. You sugar-addicted fucks. Oh. Can you shave my toenails into... Ew. Why? Mm. Okay. I don't even know what was going on. All right, dollar signs, racing stripes, checkerboards, etc. Nothing too weird. Woody Woodpecker was kind of weird. I'd say just drawing a pecker would be weird. But, you know, maybe that guy had you do it for a reason. I'm assuming guy, because it doesn't sound like a Woody Woodpecker thing would be up a girl's alley. Giggity. Now we're getting into all sorts of words we shouldn't say together. But I'm pretty sure the whole reason he did it was just so he could be like, hey, you want to see my pecker? And then he'd take off his hat. Be like, hey, you want to see my pecker? Put his hat back on before he's like, oh, before I go. You want to see my pecker again? Sam Show, don't judge me, Johnny, or else I'll lip your lip and flick your teeth. Lift your lip and flick your teeth. I'll flick your molars off. I only have 2 left, and they're buried way back there. Oh, wait, well, no, I have more than 2 molars. 2 wisdom teeth left. Get those assholes ripped out. All right, oh, wow. Okay. Still just reading Sandy's comment about what she did to a pumpkin. I'm like, am I okay with this? Am I not? How do I feel? The gourd made no choice in the matter. Alrighty. We have some footage about Hurricane Milton. Hurricane Milton. Lab Glass, I have a pecker. I have a pecker, Greg. Can you milk me? All right, let's hit play on this.
In preparation for the storm making landfall in the state of Florida, we've sent high water rescue vehicles to Hillsborough and Pinellas counties, where there are some models.
Oh no!
The storm making landfall, although I think
Hold
the
on.
more recent track is that it's slightly.
I love it when they have a sign language interpreter. Now I get to spend so much of this video figuring out whether or not this asshole's a fraud. And by the way, is this old lady or... I'm trying to what's going on here? Did you survive a lynching? Edgar, your skin is hanging off your bones.
In preparation for the storm making landfall in the state of Florida, we've sent high water rescue vehicles to Hillsborough and Pinellas counties, where there are some models having the eye of the storm.
Models? No. Why are you relying on models? Models are incredibly dumb. Half the time they'll only eat half an M&M because they're worried about their caloric intake. Don't trust models. Models are diet nutrient deficient motherfuckers. Nutrient. Good God, I'm trying to make a point, and I'm worse than they are.
Making landfall, although I think the more recent track is that it's slightly south of Tampa Bay. Again, a lot of uncertainty.
Crampa Bay. Get it? Crampa Bay.
You know, again, don't get wedded to kind of where the eye of the storm is right now. There's a lot that can change. But a Tampa landfall is going to produce storm surge in places like Sarasota and Charlotte. If it landfalls a little further south, it's still going to produce storm surge further south and southwest. So I think no matter what, I think you're going to see surge from
like the soda
part of the state.
Like, wait a minute, surge is coming back. Like the soda is coming back. I miss surge like a motherfucker. Nutritional, right? Right, Angry Saxon? Nutritional. Oh. This is why I tell people I smoke regularly. Not constantly. Regularly. Case in point. Didn't need to smoke last night. I've had a pretty good weekend in terms of MS, so I didn't need to smoke a whole lot. I got to bed early. I got plenty of sleep. I got up on time. I got ready. And up until launching the show, that snafu happened. Right up until that moment, we've been going gangbusters. So I cut loose and I have a couple toots because, it's been a while. And guess what? My tolerance went down. Is this the day after tomorrow coming to life? No. Because we're not having anything freeze yet. I remember, says Mizzle T. Shizzle. Oh, yeah, we have to get to that, too.
Storm's going to be big enough. I think it's going to be strong enough. And so it doesn't even matter if it goes into Tampa or Bradenton. If you're in Southwest Florida, you are going to feel
Crampa Bay.
So just be prepared for that. We are going to have a major storm impact the state. It's too soon to tell exactly where. It's too soon to tell exactly how powerful, although we expect it to be powerful. But the one thing that we know is we don't want to waste any time. In preparation for the storm making landfall in the state of Florida, we've sent high water rescue.
I love that Florida's already like, in preparation for the storm making landfall, we're going to go ahead and get a whole bunch of shit going and get a whole bunch of stuff done to prepare for this. Yeah, does somebody want to tell Tennessee about that? I don't know if North Carolina? North Carolina. Might as well call Florida South America, says Los Federales. What? Let's put it this way. Helene had 1 trillion gallons of water poured into the region. It was Category 4. This is Category 5. Right? But don't worry, Florida's just a giant sandbar of a dick on the bottom end of the country, so I'm sure they'll be fine. The water will just wash right back out really quick. And plus, so far as I know, they don't have an abundance of lithium, so I'm sure they'll be okay. The same way I thought, I was like, they're threatening school shooters because of the Haitian stuff. Yeah, that's how you know it's not going to happen, because they told you they stopped it. They got a threat. If it was going to happen, we would find out after the fact. All right. That joke still ain't old. All right, so let's go ahead and we finished that. Let's bounce back here. We have 2.5 hours left in the program, and then we're going to take a short break and then go to Mikey's program at 6 p.m. tonight on Mikey2Milks.twitch.tv or twitch.tv. Is that it? Fucking damn it. Promote my shit better. Twitch.tv/Mikey2Milks. God, I can't remember things anymore. So twitch.tv/Mikey2Milks. He's going on at 6. I'm going to be on with him. We're doing the mixtape show. Do you have a hard out time tonight? I mean, I kind of put together a smaller list, so we just kind of do the show the way we do the show. I'm going to have to do a hard out time at 5:30, and I'm just going to pop upstairs for a little bit and hang out with my daughter for a touch. I'm going to order some food to come here because I forgot that I was doing this, and then I'll just I might occasionally snack during the show. If that works for you. Watch out for the 2025 land grab in new lithium mines. Right? Everybody's worried about Project 2025. My opinion, Project 2025 is the fucking redistribution of land in North Carolina to give it to a bunch of people that want to develop lithium mines. That's my opinion of the real Project 2025. St. Caesar, wings or pizza? Actually, I have a place I can order from that I can do both wings and pizza. I can do both. Wait, you're going to eat on camera? I might have to make a Twitch account. Why? Because you want to watch me eat? That's a little digger. What? You wanna watch me enjoy the mouthfeel? Is that what it is? You know, he's going to put something in his mouth and swallow. Oh. Because you can't, dude, like, You can't, like, eating is the only way to get that. You're never going to get anything like that on this show. I certainly never, ever put anything in my mouth to inhale or ingest. Not even as a bit.
Fuck off.
Maybe later. Thank you very much for that. All right, let's get going. That little joke there, kind of taxing me now. Okay, so Hurricane Milton. That close. We were so close. Just a little bit further and we'd have Hurricane Milton. All right, but with Hurricane Milton, they say with great power comes great responsibility. And where's the video? Oh, dude, I thought this dude did a video. He did a video last time. God damn it. I don't want to read through this. Are these both reading stories? Reading Rainbow? They are. This sucks.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Rusty Grammar linking it in the Rumble chat. Thank you. Fucking bored. All right. I'm sorry. I'm a little weirded out now. JB Contrarian and West Coast Patriot Girl. What are you? Because for those of you who are listening and not watching, the Rumble chat is a weird thing. But West Coast Patriot, Landers, I pegged a guy. Oh God. West Coast Patriot Girl. No. I'm sorry, she doesn't deserve that. I'm sure she was asked to. Please tell me you were asked to. Oh, like, Lander saying, you pegged me, West. Thank you so much, lady. Much appreciated. West Coast Patriot Girl, we still have a peg for peg contest planned, or have you chickened out? I think every woman should peg at least once. It's powerful to have a penis, says West Coast Patriot Girl. JB Contrarian, I'll get back to you. Wait a minute. Who went early? I don't know what we're talking about. Okay, now I'm just... Good God. Oh, you have to make a Twitch account? Like, yeah, to do Twitch, I don't think you can just watch Twitch. I'm pretty sure you have to make an account. You have to sign up with Twitch. But there's, like, the free version and the paid version. So you make an account, but, I mean, like, you don't pay for it. If you have Amazon Prime, you get a free Prime subscription to one channel to use as you see fit. You just throw it out there wherever you want. King Kong Johnny, I just want to know your wing pizza go-to. Like, wing or pizza, I'm saying probably pizza before wings, but if you're saying where I'm going to get my pizza or wings, it's Toppers. I have fallen in love with Toppers. I don't care what anyone says. I'm a Toppers guy. I'm all about Toppers. I don't like... I'm sure that won't be taken out of context at all. All right. Now I'm the Rumble chat. Jesus. I have penis envy too, says West Coast Patriot Girl. That is the oh my God, Hurricane Milton is Category 5, wading its way slowly towards Florida. Hide your children. No, it's Milton, not Melton. Milton. Of course, I was asked to. I can't overpower anyone. So they're still going about the pegging. Well, at least there's consistency. West Coast Patriot Girl, just cautious. How much you want to bet this hurricane only hits? Oh, Landers. Everybody hates toppers around me, says King Kong Dong. Johnny's
Fuck off.
Sweet. Not just the top. I'm a topper. I'm a topper. It means I come over the top. Come over the top. Johnny's not a bottomer. I suppose if that's all we get out of this, that's a win. That's a win. Strippers got me banned. I like the toppers too. I'm worried there is a miscommunication happening here and that we're not speaking the same language. Very worried about that. You can just watch Twitch, but better with an account. You can earn channel points, which can do this again. Oh, again, the channel points. Thank you, Kimberly Farnham, for the $10 on PayPal. Let's take that off of our goal thing. So we're already on to, what is it, November 1st now? Nope, 31st. We're on to October 31st. There's still 1 day left in October. I really hope this chair doesn't bust soon. I am nervous as fuck. Even when I fucking pushed it into place, I got kind of nervous. Ah, no. There we go. All right. Okay, so Twitch thinks Digger is offensive and won't give me my name, for fuck's sake. It's because Twitch started out with gaming, and let's just say gamers really love to use that word, and so a lot of variations probably got flagged. Actually, not that word. Not even that word. They just use the word you use as your handle. I am so horrible. I'm sorry. West Coast Patriot. What? What are we doing? I was just shocked how big he liked it. Didn't know booty hole. Oh. Oh. JB Contrarian, I'm right there with you. This chat is both intriguing and disgusting me. Keep it. Well, I don't know if I'm right there with you on that part. Wings, I don't eat mine off the bone. I can't. I just like to suck. See, I get the boneless wings because I'm averse to bones. I don't want bones in my mouth, whether they're flaccid or not. Just no bones in my mouth. Just name yourself Hugger 420. Ah, bazing. Yeah, everyone's getting the jokes. They're talking about sags. All right, so the weather guy that I wanted to show the thing on oh my God, wow, what? Holy shit. I got the wrong part of it. So this thread is longer than I thought. Oh my God damn. There we are. What is it? Oh boy. All right, so weather guy is back to pound some sense into loons who think the government is creating hurricanes to take out Trump voters. Oh my God, people really believe that? Oh shit. So apparently, Oh, wow. Apparently people think this is all to get rid of Trump voters? All right, I don't even want to follow this now. I'm looking at that, and it's all to... If we had a person breaking this down, it would be better. I would have to make a video, and then I'd be able to play that. But I'd have to make the video, because there's no video. So I'm not even gonna... That's a pile of crazy. Boneless wings are fraudulent. They're just overpriced. Overpriced sauce chicken nuggets. King Kong Dong, you're not wrong. They're just overpriced sauced chicken pieces. They're breaded and sauced chicken pieces. And I get them because they're goddamn delicious. And when I'm usually eating them, it's a time where I don't want to be... Here's what I don't like about fucking bone-in wings. They're messy as shit. Your fucking hands get messy as shit. You got to clean your hands and wash your hands beforehand. Otherwise, because imagine all the things you touch every day. And then you're... No. Okay? No. You can use a fork like an adult. Labglass says boneless eats chicken testicles. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. There are plenty of ways to get boneless. Like taking a large piece of meat and cutting it up a lot. All right. New Jersey man facing charges for the scented candle thing. Yeah, calling 911 after someone lit a scented candle inside. Alfredo Gonzalez, 34 of New Jersey, is facing charges for misuse of a 911 emergency line by the Gutenberg Police Department. Oh, really? Steve's doing that now. After he called to complain that someone lit an indoor scented candle in his vicinity. It's not actually a crime to light a scented candle, but I've heard those things are full of toxic chemicals, so maybe he has a point. I mean, but he also fabricated mental health concerns to urge the response further, according to police. Oh, no. So not only did he believe lighting the candle was a criminal offense, but also that the person responsible for lighting the candle was in need of mental health evaluation because of it. It's just a shame that people have used the mental health system and they try to fabricate mental health emergencies in order to cause issues because it's not intended for that. That our purpose is to help people. Wow, who wrote this? EMS, us, that's our job. Gonzalez continued to abuse the emergency line by making repeated complaints regarding parking before he was ultimately arrested and charged with fourth-degree crimes of false public alarm and misuse of the 911 emergency system. So wait a minute. You called 911 and they're like, what's your emergency? This motherfucker doesn't know how to fucking parallel park. He's out like 5 feet. What? Digger420 says, that's how you build your immune system, sucking sauce off your dirty hands while eating bone-in wings. Some things aren't worth it, Digger. Look, I use utensils like an adult. It's the worst thing that's happened to me. Rex Start. The operator told him, it's just a candle. Don't be a chicken, Alfredo. It's a Yankee candle, and I'm from the South. The South will rise again to stop this Yankee candle. Oh. Oh, we're out of water. So much for our strawberry banana stuff. Oh. All right, so we're going for another 2 hours. Thank you for being here on Twitch, YouTube, and I haven't even checked. How are we doing numbers-wise? I'm wondering, is it a lower day? Chat feels like it's moving at a good click, so I don't want to say so. It looks like we're good on Rumble. Look at what we're doing on Twitch. Oh, we're good on Twitch and Rumble, and YouTube's about it. So everyone's doing about the same. Great. What the fuck are you touching during the day? I'm manufacturing. I'm in manufacturing. Eating with hands is a must, and I never get sick. I wash my hands, man. You know, germs are fucking invisible, right? You know, like touching door handles and kiosks, like you numerically increase the odds that you have unseeable, unknowable fecal matter on your hands the more surfaces you touch outside of your own personal bubble. Just saying. Everybody's hands are covered in invisible shit. I'm not saying you can't eat with your hands. I'm saying fucking wash them. That's all I'm saying. And I'm saying, like, the amount of washing that I would do because I'd be nervous about everything. And then, like, and then I'm playing games. Like, especially when I'm raiding, I can't be eating wings. And then, just no. It just feels wrong. Just Do you eat fries with a fork? Fries aren't dripping with sauce and riddled with bones, King Kong Tong. Fries are dry and limp. Like my dick, especially right now. You pet cats and they are covered in a thick layer of spit 24/7, which is why I wash my hands regularly and I eat with fucking utensils. Lab glass, washing hands is a government conspiracy. So apparently we're just out to make me puke today for my hygiene. It's just like, you know what? I never saw this one coming. But apparently today is all just, hey, well, you know what we want to do with Johnny? Where is it at?
He's gotta puke! He's gotta puke!
Disgusting. Where's that board I keep knocking over? Use that for my mouse so that way I don't have to reach for it anymore. Okay. Bro just wants some fucking boneless pizza. You shouldn't have bones in your pizza. Like at all. And yes, on the situation, you eat fries with a fork. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about now. All right. I turned my sandwiches black with grease and oil. Seems fine. That's disgusting. Again, that's disgusting. You got 2 bones with a flat and 1 with the drummy. It's not that many bones you bring. Oh. Some of us can't afford boneless toothpaste, Johnny. Dude, there's bone in toothpaste? Now I feel ritzy and I didn't even know it. I didn't realize how good I had it. I have it so good, I'm not even aware that there is a level. I thought that mine was the operating level of just regular old toothpaste. No. I'm fancy with my boneless toothpaste. Yeah, that's why we order it boneless, Johnny. I mean, again, like, there's no bones in a pizza in general. It doesn't have a skeletal structure. I was about to say bonal structure, and I caught myself. Are we happy that I'm high? I don't know. Who knows? It's a fun show. We've got 2 hours left, maybe. Digger is everywhere. Okay. Always both. Spicy goes here. Now I don't know what we're talking about. What? 2 bones. Some of us can't afford. Yeah. People get around. Some people like to hop channels for some stuff you can't say because it shows up on the screen, and people respect that, and I love them for it. We'll do another little toot here while we mute the audio and load our stories here, because New Jersey man facing charge. We covered the 911 thing. I don't know that. Yeah, we're not going to talk about Hurricane Milton. And I wanted to get into the October 7th stuff. So let's get that. We've got a story, and I'll talk about it. There's a video coming up here about the October 7th stuff. I have a problem with the October 7th thing. Like, apparently we're going to take a day to remember that on October 7th, a bunch of Israelis were captured, and a bunch more, I think, were or maybe not a bunch more, but a bunch were also murdered. And it was like, hey, this is a horrible thing. But I'm sorry. I watched what happened for the rest of the year, too, and I can't really feel like we need to... I can't really feel like, hey, Israel is just this poor victim, like, poor Israel. They suffered an attack. It's like, I think they wanted to. Honestly, with how they did 9/11 on us, I feel like they wanted that to happen. They were sick of waiting for an excuse. They're like, let's just let them do it. Lose a few people. We'll get them back, score-wise. Hell, we'll get people who aren't even Palestinians. We'll just get a whole bunch of, like, secondary victims from shrapnel from pager bombs. You know, we'll just injure people indiscriminately. Yay, Israel. Can you tell I don't like it? Return trip, October 7th was one of the darkest days in our democracy, Johnny. No, that is January 6th. That was the darkest day in our democracy because there was a black man in the White. No, that was the 4 and 8 years preceding. Only October 7th counts, says Lab Glass. See, but I feel like it doesn't, though, when you look at the broad amount of destruction that came as a result of that one act. That was Juneteenth. What? What was Juneteenth? Now I'm confused. Either I'm celebrating the wrong Juneteenth, or Juneteenth was a horrible thing. Actually, no, that would be... Yeah. Then that's the same thing. All right, anyways. Oh, wait, we're not doing this yet. We're doing the October 7th thing. So let's... go to this, unmute that, full screen, full audio.
Well, the day began with an emotional memorial at the site of the Nova Music Festival, led by Israeli President Isaac Herzog. NBC's Raf Sanchez is there for us. Raf, good morning. How are the victims being remembered there?
Well, they're being remembered with blocks and blocks of city that have been destroyed, hospitals that have been bombed, and, of course, tons of innocent civilian bystanders that have been wounded, maimed, or killed in their honor. I mean, honestly, what isn't a memorial to them at this point? Nokia's entirely out of business because of the pager fallout, and, quite frankly, those can be chalked up to the Israeli victims as well. Again, none of this would have been permissible without October 7th. Oh. Thank you, RP. Moving along.
Savannah, good morning. This whole site has been turned into a vast memorial for the roughly 350 people who were killed here. Their names, their faces, their stories remembered. There was a memorial ceremony at sunrise.
350. $350. Now multiply that by a factor of 10, and we'll have just the people that were killed and maimed as bystanders of the pager attack waged by... Again, I'm sorry. You had 350 people that were killed, a bunch of people that were like captured and kept as prisoners. But seriously, that does not justify what they did in the aftermath. Well, you know, we lost 350 people, so we can borderline genocide a place.
Rise here, attended by the Israeli president, and they played the last track that festival goers heard on October 7th before the music stopped and the shooting started. Now, we have been hearing shooting all day here. It's coming from Gaza, which is about 2 miles that way. There are no memorial ceremonies in Gaza, just another day of Palestinian families trying to survive as this war drags on.
Yeah, and why are those Palestinian families trying to survive? Again, you're talking about this like they're both suffering from the same victim. Because they are. Israel. I'm sorry. I after learning everything about the Israelis on 9/11, I'm just like, yeah. That was ooh, wow. You didn't know that attack was going to happen, huh? You really didn't know. You were certainly ready to respond. Right quick. Wait a minute, what? I don't know what we're talking about. I did, okay. I felt the same thing. Okay, I don't even want to know what I missed a beat in me. I'm off track. CA Savannah. What? Who's CA Savannah? I don't know.
And of course, with every passing day, fears growing for the hostages. 40 of them were kidnapped from this site.
Okay, so 350 people and 40 hostages were kidnapped. Do we want to talk about the thousands upon thousands upon thousands you've killed? That you have killed? Again, like... Gunshots, just go to Chicago during Lollapalooza, says, fuck you, dude. Jesus. They absolutely knew it was going to happen ahead of time, Johnny. The IDF was ordered to stand down and let the Palestinians get across. I'm sure they were. The same way they totally could have warned us that, hey, incoming. Nah. Then you won't go to war in the Middle East for us.
And 1 year on, almost unbelievably, around half of them are still in Hamas captivity in Gaza.
Almost half of them are still in captivity. They still have 20 people. And I'm betting you don't want them to be brought back, because then what do you keep bombing them for? Landers, I'm not going to read that out loud, but that is funny. His nose is quite bulbous. Not so pointy, though. All right. So again, I'm sorry. October 7th to me was a horrible day, but it's the bloodshed I've seen in the aftermath of it. I don't care. I'm sorry. You can't tell me like, oh, poor us, this happened. Like, look what you did in response to that. In some ways, I feel the same about us with 9/11. In some ways, the slight difference being that 9/11 with the buildings, like people with cancer and all of that shit. Ugh. But then again, it was for another fucking war we didn't need. Thank you, Zeep Campesino. That's interesting. They waited until a week before 9/11 to warn us, when they knew months ahead of time, knowing the CIA needed at least a couple of weeks to cross-check and vet the info. Oh, yeah, dude. And like I said, they had people there to watch it happen, and they celebrated because, again, they knew what it meant. So we have I don't know who this person is, honestly. Is Alex Cooper like, who the fuck is Alex Cooper? I don't know who Alex Cooper is. But she's the host of a podcast called Call Her Daddy. Alex Cooper is apparently enraging fans over the weekend by dropping a surprise interview with Vice President Kamala Harris. Many of the people who watch her show say it feels like the interview is propaganda. So it's we have at least a clip of it for 1 minute and 22 seconds. Let's see what they're calling propaganda on this just generic blonde host. Call Her Daddy. What is it? Is that supposed to be like a female empowerment thing? Like in bed, like, no, you call me daddy? Or is it like, no, call her daddy? Like, call her father? Because someone needs, like, you need to be chaperoned. I feel like if you've got that to the point where you got to put it in your show, no, call her daddy. Like, ooh, you are compensating for somebody always wanted a boy. Oh, God. Oh, you're muted. I thought it was me. I'm just so used to not. Oh, all right. I was about to make a really funny, really misogynistic joke, and I still am. But I'm going to point out that it's a funny and misogynistic joke before I say it. I'm just so used to looking at your mouth move and not paying attention that muted or not sounds the same to me.
Alex Cooper, host of the hit podcast Call Her Daddy, stirred controversy among her fan base over the weekend.
Okay, so this isn't actually a clip. This is you reporting on a clip?
By featuring Vice President Kamala Harris in a surprise interview. Cooper, known for her candid conversations on sex and women's advice, faced criticism after posting a teaser on Instagram showing the VP discussing various issues. While some fans supported the move, a large portion of the daddy gang wasn't happy. One commenter wrote,
all right. One commenter wrote, can we please stop being the quote-unquote daddy gang? Because unless you're a chick, being part of the daddy gang sounds like something we need to check your computer for. One of my most favorite podcasts, and now I'll never listen again. Unbelievable. All right, now I'm going to decide that I hate the fans more. Okay, before we continue with this, really? And now I'll never listen again? Because she took the money once? Because she took the money once. I don't know if you know this, but they take the money a lot. Oh, Jesus. Chris Mack educating me. She's made millions of dollars talking about her dick-sucking techniques and how she's lived like a whore. Or not lived, excuse me. I used past tense. She hasn't learned. How she lives like a whore. She got $60 million from Spotify, now $120 million from SiriusXM, LMAO. It's horrifying. Okay, so she's like a female, what's his nut that we covered with the car crash? All right. Except she's using the other end. He's all pranks and dickish stuff. She's all, hey, I'm a chick and I got tits and I talk about sex and that's going to throw, and I'm a whore and I'm sexually liberated. Woo, like. No offense, Toots. Most people who are sexually liberated. The best sexually liberated women I've ever known didn't need to tell me. We figured it out in the bedroom where, no, they're good. They're good. They're comfortable with who they are and what they're doing.
One of my favorite
It's all those ones that want to be a badass that read the signs but don't read the signs. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I know this sign means he wants the thumb in the butt. And it's like, no, there's no thumb in the butt sign. Like, why is that the thing, ladies? Why do so many of you, when you think you see that, like, ooh, he wants the thing, like, why do the thumb? Like, wow. I don't sit right for like a day after it happens. My butthole gets so fucking nervous after someone like tries to tickle that motherfucker. It's like, no, now we were afraid to stand. The Doherty kid who crashed the McLaren, what a doofus he is, LOL. Yes, that is his name. The Doherty kid. Jack Doherty. All right, so again, I'll never listen again. Unbelievable. Oh, come on. She took some money to do a fluff piece for a lady I really hope doesn't become president. But let's go.
Podcast, and now I'll never listen again. Unbelievable. Another added, why did we have to get this political? Listening to your podcast was a nice escape from the constant politics. Frustration boiled over for some fans who felt Harris didn't address more pressing matters. They pointed out issues like the Biden administration's handling of illegal immigration and the aftermath of Hurricane Helene. One fan commented, ask her about what she's doing to help hurricane victims instead of vague talk about women's rights.
I really need Aaron to make sure he talks about this. This is a fucking microcosm for what he was talking about. So she pissed off most of her audience. Half of them who are pissed she covered it at all, and then the other half who are pissed that she did the interview at all. The other half are pissed she didn't do the interview pressingly enough. Like, you didn't push her enough on this. You didn't push her enough on that. King Kong Dong West pointed it out. Some ladies just want to peg. All right, wait a minute. All right. Now I want to find that video too. Now I want to see that Brett Favre video. Did anyone listen to this before Kamala? She just talked about sucking dick. Right? Before Kamala, it was all sex stuff. Man, this was a place we came to get away from politics. I mean, I don't know if you know this or not. When it comes to dick sucking, politics is like at the forefront of dick sucking, like the dick sucking world. Like, politicians are incredibly ugly people who just want their dick sucked. Even Natalie Pelosi. Natalie Pelosi is just a hideous man who wants his dick sucked, and there's no way that he can get it done. So he pretends to be a woman named Natalie Pelosi. And then they lure. It's like a horror film. Now suck my cock. Natalie, I don't want to do it. Oh, fuck. Nancy, not Natalie. Jesus Christ, we're getting names mixed up again. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. In that bit that I was clearly doing, and because I got the name so fucked up, you can tell it literally was Nancy Pelosi. Imaginary Nancy Pelosi having a dick. I told him if he acted gay, I was outie. What? Oh, West Coast jail time. He learned he liked his prostate tickled. There's just something you can't undo about that. Oh, Natalie Ringsmith says King Kong Kong. No, I got it wrong. Sam Show saying pet the cat. I can't pet the cat. The cat is humping a dog right now, and this is not the time to pet the cat. Nancy Pelosi has some sweet no landers in that bit. In that bit, the joke we were doing, Nancy Pelosi has a dick. Okay, it's Nate Pelosi. All right, so we're here on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. I need to switch the chat from top chat to live chat on YouTube over here, so that way we see everything. Right there we go. Nancy got some. Oh, that is graphic. And so is that. You can stop anytime. All right, so let's go ahead with this. This next story, I don't want to be surprised about, but I'm worried they're going further than I think. So apparently there's a new trend this election season. Remember how we were talking this morning and Elon Musk was in the spotlight because he was next to Trump, and people were pointing out how his mother advocated for people to cheat and commit pretty much voter fraud, and other people were like, that's a crime, don't do that. Well, don't worry, because liberal girls are oh, never mind, I got this wrong. They're fake profiles. They're not voting. Liberal girls are using fake profiles on dating apps to catfish men into voting. I don't know if you're going to get the vote you want. Liberal girls are creating fake profiles on dating apps to lure men into Kamala Harris. They don't say her name, but you know they're Dems. Well, again, if you think their dating apps are going to... If you think that's not a dude. All I'm going to say, I don't care what political affiliation you have. If you change how you're going to vote because a dating app, and you're like, I got a chance at tagging this, fucking A, you are not a dude. I am officially rejecting your dude card. All right, let's go to this.
Georgia Bridgers, lesbian. Have found myself on Straight Hinge. I've gone full undercover lesbian spy. Why? Well, like most spies, I have a malicious agenda that can only be served by wading through the shadows. And like most LGBT activists, I don't believe in fair play. Now, if someone came into my community as a spy to set me up for something or one thing or another, I would feel horribly betrayed and talk about how they hate the gay agenda and they hate homosexuals and they're a bigot and they have to be stopped. But it's okay when I do it because I am a fucking bleached blonde, like honestly,
bleached to the point of powder. That can't be natural. That cannot be natural. I don't believe there's that. That blonde doesn't seem natural. That level of blonde does not seem natural. And I'll tell you right now, I know from firsthand experience of a friend, family member, whatever you want to call him, that hair ain't going to like that in a couple of years. You are going to be pissed at how that goes. Haven't we covered a story like this recently? This is literally a new one, so I don't think so.
Mission. Now, as we all know, I have a wife, girlfriend. Hinge has been the last thing on my mind for quite some time now, but my friend here, straight Georgia, who lives in Pennsylvania, is really, like me, passionate about voting. So I started matching with a bunch of guys on Hinge. Day one, I learned pretty quickly that a lot of these guys already had voting plans, which was awesome. My personal favorite being Joe, whose legs I made shake after promising him to go mail our ballots in together. From there on out, I was only matching with men that had not political in their bios. First on my agenda was Andrew. Immediately.
Again! Tell us again how being subversive isn't a part of any particular culture, female or otherwise. You're like, oh, so I wanted to do this. So I went to people. So I specifically went to people who had nothing, had not political in their bio. So I went to people who are like, you know what I don't do? I don't do the whole politics thing. I'm not here for left, right. I'm here for what feels right. Oh, I'm here to fucking lie to you. Oh, and by the way, I have to say, when I see this photo, I see try hard. Like, this looks really, really try hard. As in, you have no chest, but you're trying so hard to just squeeze these things together to make a cleavage. And from what I understand now, you're the kind of person who, if you noticed me noticing your cleavage, you would say, what a misogynistic bigot. Of course, big fucking sweaty alpha, or not alpha. Nobody thinks you're an alpha in a wheelchair. Slow your roll, fucking crutches. All right, so yeah, but you're the, fucking stupid man looking at my tits. I'm not a piece of meat. Blah, blah, blah. Like, don't sexualize me. I don't even like men. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. You really hate the cock. Daddy wasn't nice to you. I'm sorry. But again, stop trying so hard. You could let those go under a t-shirt with absolutely no support. We'd all be fine. You could wear a million other dresses. And if you wear that one again and you put it there because you're manipulating men by your own admission and you knew that would work. Why? Because you're aware that this is a manipulation. It's a blonde version of Keanu. I don't know that. But I don't know enough to say it's not. Return trip, you could be right. I have no idea.
Andrew says, what if I don't vote? So I said, despite the fears, I think it's super important to vote. He says, give me a kiss and I will. Ha ha ha. I said, vote Andrew. Kiss emoji, kiss emoji. Fine, I promise I'll vote Then he got into his parents. We got a voter! And finally, Max. He says, what'd you get into today? Today I checked my voter registration 3 times because I keep having nightmares. I show up to the polls and they tell me I didn't register correctly and laugh at me. I should probably do that. I've literally never done it before. Hopefully that's not a deal breaker for you. Max, you've never voted? Not even for class president in high school. I tell Max that I try to look on the brighter side of things. I vote for future generations.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing you're concerned about, it's kids. No. You're concerned about getting your way. Protect the people I love. Yeah. I want to protect the people I love who totally aren't you, but that's why I've come to a bunch of you guys. Like, keep in mind, apparently her community is going to go out and vote. And of course they are. They're always one vote away from being witch hunted in the streets, according to them. I mean, it'll be really hard to witch hunt them in the streets. You know, because we'll have to like stampede over all those rainbow crosswalks. I'm sorry. When we're arguing and fighting over whether or not the gay pride crosswalk was desecrated because there's tire tracks on it, you put it on the ground. It's literally for everyone to fucking step on. So don't tell me you're pissed off that it got dirty. Go fuck yourself. And again, how many other flags do we put on the crosswalks to represent people? Because I mean, even We don't even have like, oh, anti-slavery, like Black Lives Matter crosswalks. We don't even end up doing that stuff. Even they're like, yeah, that's kind of stupid. Like, I don't want my cause put on the ground so everybody that has to go from 5th Street to 4th Street has to walk on it and go, oh, look at this. Isn't this great? You know what matters? Black lives while I step on them. Oh, great. Yeah, that's a great mural. We'll make a mural of George Floyd. That way he's on the ground, right with the cop with his knee on the neck, and that way if you land your foot in the right spot, you could feel like you did the finishing blow. Thank you so much. Again, we don't do any of that because that would be horrible, horrendous, scary, frightening. Oh, but we have to put our gay pride flag in the crosswalk because we have to make it a giant punch me target. And the minute someone punches me, oh my God, they're not safe anywhere. We're not safe anywhere. You guys literally had a parade in San Francisco where you had open debauchery happening in the streets. Go fuck yourself. I'm not taking this not safe anywhere thing or we're always persecuted. Stop it. Stop it. You do shit like this online. If you were really persecuted, this would be witch hunt material, but it's not. Why? Because you're not persecuted.
Protect the people I love. I totally respect that. I definitely adopt a kind of mindset like that. I guess I've just always been kind of in my own little bubble, but I just submitted my voter registration to vote. LOL. I didn't know it takes literally 3 minutes online. Mission accomplished. Your turn now.
Your turn now. Go out there and lie to people, create fake relationships and string men along, and then once you've gotten what you wanted from them, never talk to them again so you can reaffirm what they believe about women, so you can call them misogynistic assholes because of their dickish viewpoints on women and viewing them as manipulative cunts who use whatever they can to get what they want. Do you not, ma'am, what was your name? Georgialyn Rose? Whatever the fuck your name is. Mrs. TikTok person. Of course, fucking TikTok. Of course it's TikTok. Why are these dumb cunts always on TikTok? Anyways, do you not realize what a big part of the cycle you play in just being the stereotype that the misogynistic men you're so against are sick of? And by doing this, you're just feeding into that. Like, oh, the stupid bitch just wanted me to vote. The minute I told her I vote, she didn't talk to me anymore. I've got news for you, Toots. The minute you stop talking to them, they're going to quit caring about voting. He might have registered, but guess what he's not going to do? He's not going to vote. Why? Because you won't give a shit. You're not gonna, you better follow through on these. You better follow through on each and every one, because I'll tell you right now, if you ghost them, they'll probably not vote out of spite. Say, fuck that cunt. I'd rather go drinking. It's so obviously a made-up conversation, no one would ever say, wow, I had no idea how quick and easy they made it. I don't know. How hard up are you for pussy that you're chasing that one? Like, no offense, that there's just a couple of things in those photos where I'm like, I don't know, that looks like there's a lot of work in there somewhere. I don't know that I want to commit to that. Oh, God. Oh, God. Maddie Hart Soccer. Again, TikTokers. TikTokers. I used my Hinge profile. What does Hinge mean? Does Hinge mean like you can go either way? Like, oh, sometimes I'm over here, well, I'm open or I'm closed. I don't fucking know. This is proof I don't date. All right, now I feel like I have to check in on something here. Something's going on in the Rumble chat. I only wish Trump was more of a dictator. LGBTQ is fucking annoying, kind of like colon cancer. Trump isn't a dictator. Like, that's the problem that I have with all the people who think he is. Like, it's just like, there are so many other ways I can show you people that have done more dictatorish things. I would agree, too, that the LGBTQ community has a huge rainbow bully problem. And I don't know how much of the community is the bully. But I will say the bully is the vocal and visceral visual part that you always see. And if that part doesn't get reined in, like, eventually everyone's going to assume that the community is the bully. Case in point, Let's watch another video from MaddieHart_soccer on TikTok.
I used my Hinge profile to get a bunch of people registered to vote in Pennsylvania. I hate dating apps, okay? The only thing that a dating app has brought me has been a toxic 3-month situationship that's triggered my anxious attachment. And I haven't actually been on...
That's triggered my anxious attachment. The only thing that dating apps have brought me is what?
Dating apps, okay? The only thing that a dating app has brought me has been a toxic 3-month situationship that's triggered my anxious attachment.
Situationship. Did you say toxic? A toxic 3-month situationship.
Been a toxic 3-month situationship that's...
Since you're going to put a book on the screen and talk so fast, can you just put it in like paragraphs, ma'am? In other words, she doesn't out. Wait, what? You can register to vote right at your polling place the day of voting. Yeah, but if you don't register to vote early, the Democrats can't falsely register or can't falsely submit your vote ahead of time. And why do you look like someone punched you in the face? That is a very toxic relationship if you've been getting smackarooned.
It doesn't work for me.
What's that?
I gotta have more cowbell.
Well, I'm betting that is Palin Beatbox saying, "What's up?" Yep, that was a follow. Thank you for the follow. Can't argue with that, Sam, since Jesus was supposedly a Jew. Oh, wait, now I don't know where we're at on that.
Triggered my anxious attachment. And I haven't actually been on my dating apps in a really long time, but guess...
Because it triggered my anxious attachment. You've been in a 3-month situationship. I don't think you're old enough to vote, like mentally, like in the maturity world. You've been in a situationship, a toxic situationship. You're in a relationship or you're not. And if it's toxic, then get the fuck out. If you have to tell an invisible TikTok audience how toxic your relationship is that you got into because of a fucking dating app, you shouldn't be in it. Okay? That's not something you should so flippantly just throw out on the internet. With your backwards baseball cap and your Justin Bieber. What is your face dirty? What is going on with the nose? Is it a birthmark? Is it dirt? Did someone like rub your nose in it? Did you miss the toilet? Like, what's going on here? Is that a smudge of dirt? Is it poo? Do you have a pet? And if it is dirt, why didn't we clean our nose? I'm sorry, this was so important. We had to do this just like this right now. We couldn't maybe spruce up the looks a little bit, maybe a little makeup, perhaps do something with the hair. I always clean mine every morning. That's why I look like I've showered right when I start Aaron's show, because my hair is literally still wet. I'm drying it off like right before I get on. Am I allowed to suggest a video after? Pain Beatbox says, am I allowed to? I don't know. Are there bits with it? Why would we play your video? Is it relevant to what we're talking about? Or it's just like, hi, I just showed up and want to share a video on your show. Can I suggest a video? Who gives a fuck? I don't think you can suggest it. I probably won't play it, especially if it's not relevant to anything I'm talking about, because I have a bunch of stuff to do and even less time to do it. We have to end in an hour and a half, and there's no extending that. I got to end like on an hour and a half. She didn't clean up. Oh! Saint Laurent! You dirty, dirty girl. Oh, Saint Laurent. Oh, don't say that. That one hurt me. Oh. West Coast Patriot Girl is enlightening me. I don't know lingo very well. Situationship equals scissor sisters. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, you've got a girl, for what it's worth, and it's a toxic relationship. Imagine that. Two ladies, and it's a toxic relationship.
It's almost like you need a dick. How bad can we get? I don't know, but we're obviously not there yet. Alrighty. In other words, she doesn't put out. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, now apparently West Coast Patriot Girl is really enthralled about penises. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted by the talk in the Rumble chat. I'm going to have to catch up on that. Now penises are hypnotic. Real Christians should spit. Oh, wow. She didn't even put out okay. Not really, LOL, just dangles all the way. All day. Oh. West Coast Patriot Girl is just fascinated by the fact that dicks change shape and size. All right.
Guess what? It's election season and I've been trying to figure out like how to get involved. Like I've been wanting to do something that's like phone banking, but nobody does phones anymore. Like nobody answers the phone anymore. So what is the freaking Gen Z equivalent of phone banking? Using your dating apps to talk to people about voting. I set my location to Pennsylvania and then I edited a lot of my prompts to be.
I set my location to Pennsylvania. So I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say you don't live in Pennsylvania. So again, is this Con Air? Oh. Zeke Campesino, that's worse.
About voting. So I was like, this year I really want to convince someone to register to vote and then fall in love. This guy responded saying that he's already registered to vote, which like good for him, but boring for me because I'm trying to get people to register.
Right? Because I don't want to actually be involved with you. The second part is not going to happen. Again, this is a bait and switch. I'm a complete piece of shit, and I'm doing this as, again, apparently a gay woman. I was willing to believe it was just like liberal-minded women. They're like, we want to... No, but apparently it's the LGBTQ community. Like, you know what'll you know what'd be really, really great? If we could manipulate people. I can't believe why we think you have an agenda. Why would anyone think you guys have an agenda or that reading your books in schools and talking about sex to kids is part of some grand plan to have them? Why would anyone think any of that? No. You are just openly admitting that in the course of an election season, you're willing to blatantly lie to men, both about your interest in them and why and where, so you can convince them to do something for you in a state you don't live in. Isn't that technically election tampering? You are swaying voters. You're admittedly swaying them with false information of who you are. Well, I suppose they haven't admitted to telling them who to vote for. I suppose they don't put that part on screen. They know they can't tell them. They're like, and I'm going to try and convince them to vote for Kamala Harris.
To vote. So moving on, this guy responded to the same prompt. He said he's been registered for a very long time, but then I was like, can you convince somebody else to register? He was like, actually my brother is finally old enough to vote, so I'll talk to him. I say that's hot because one, to vote in Pennsylvania, that is hot. I'm sorry, but it is hot. Two, follow through, forward motion, momentum, like that's hot to me. And he said that his brother was grateful that he was reminded to register, so success. To be honest though, the voter registration prompts were not as helpful in getting people to register as my thirst trap. So like half of my profile was like register to vote and then the other half was just me mostly naked in bikinis. This
Right. So you know what the guys are after. You're deliberately lying to them. You are posting admittedly known thirst trap again. Landers, a woman lying about social interaction? Color me fucking shocked. Digger joining the conversation over there. Yeah, penis isn't pretty, but it can sure be interesting. I can make mine into a balloon animal. I've always had a transformer. I'm sorry. See me walking around, you'd be like, hey, that guy,
But then, you know, all of a sudden, like, whoa, where did that come from? She's a weird lesbo. 99% sure she has no. Oh, again, I don't have the full thirst trap photo. We just get the TNA bottom part. So I can't really talk about. Oh wait, never mind. Here we go.
He said this.
I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's not cut her off. She talks for a little bit. Where was our thirst trap picture? Okay, so we were here. There we go.
Helpful in getting people to register as my thirst trap. So like half of my profile was like register to vote, and then the other half was just me mostly naked in bikinis. This guy responds to one of those thirst traps. He says, "I'm now reminded I need to update my registration for Wisconsin." A guy said, "Extremely convincing." I said, "Convincing you to vote?" He said, "This photo alone has me identifying my municipal clerk's address with intentions to mail a proof of residence document and a voter registration form postmarked by the October 16th deadline."
If a person really, really said that, they're either lying to you or, good God, I hope they are. If this convinced you to do all of that, how fucking thirsty are you? Jesus. Jesus. Oh. JB Contrarian, why not take the real thing? Because they don't like guys. They like soft, sensual bodies, and they need what they need out of that particular thing, I guess. You know what I am? Not an expert on lesbians. Never been one. Never been a lesbian in my life. I've been intensely into women, but I've always come equipped. So there was that. All right. Okay. This is the best thing to witness. I mean, it can be fun. I was traumatized from porn because I saw a guy's dick do a 180 and a woman. Ah. Sam Show, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God, that's wrong. Okay, she has daddy issues written all over. What's your first hint? The tattoos, the hike up the fucking, this whole like pulling up the bathing suit thing is just, ugh. We get it. You don't have an ass. So you got to fucking pull this maneuver. Right. You also don't... Again, I don't believe this is real because I really don't think that somebody with just blonde hair, no offense, no tits, and just a 12-year-old boy body... I have more questions about the sexual preferences of the guy who's hot for this. Like, I'm saying... If this were my girlfriend, if I met you and we had a good time and this was you, like I'm very flexible when it comes to a person's body because it's kind of like how their personality meshes with me a lot more than the body. But yeah, no, but just on the body alone, like if we're going like in for the body, no. Give yourself a wedgie. Zeke pointing something out, and maybe I need to realize that and move on from this story. If you are on these dating apps falling for these grifts, you're more retarded than the people doing them. Fair enough. But can we agree to meet in the middle that the people doing them are being horrible stereotypes? So, yeah, we'll be done with that story. There we go. I was gonna say, there's no way this story doesn't have a fucking news article attached.
News from
there. Hold on. This is from 22 hours ago. This is so hot it'll burn my hands if we don't handle this properly. Simadana.
All right. Let's go back to the chat. But she has no body or curves. Oh, wait, what? Angry Saxon. I mean, she's not attractive, but she has no body or curves. Oh, you meant not unattractive, and I went not attractive. Okay. She has daddy issues. Yep. Are those mosquito bites or lumps? Oh. It's just the manipulation of it is the part that bothers me. Like, not that again, like who was it? You're on the screen still, right? Zeke Campesino. Like, if you fall for that, you are, again, like, you're kind of a cuck. Like, because I haven't used a dating app in a while, but the last time I used a dating app, if you have political shit in your thing left or right, I don't want to. I don't want to deal with that if that's in your dating. Like, we can talk. When we're to the point that we're talking as people, like messaging, then maybe. But if it's in your profile, like, I'm swiping right. Like, no offense, that bitch, I'm swiping right on. Like, even if I thought the thirst trap was worth an attempt, I'm like, nah, I'm not. Like, you're about voting and talking about vote. No, I don't. No offense. I don't want to have to worry about or vet your politics or my politics before we spend time together. Because, again, what if it's a dinner date and that's that? Look, I have to be planting it in you on the regular before we worry about whether or not the politics are going to be a big thing. At the very least, I better have had sex with you once. If we've never fucked, then who cares how I'm voting or if. What the fuck? Oh my God, no. I'm reading this story in the Rumble chat, and now I almost want to like see a documentary on this person. She does have daddy issues. She lied about her dad not being there for her, and she felted the shit out of her. Dude, is that the same chick? Is that the same chick? We talked about that lady before. I thought she was into dudes, though, because she's the whole one, like, I dated a fucking conservative guy, and... All right, Cat 5... Oh... He's already been exposed to being a horrible liar by her own father. Again, I don't know that that's the same chick. West Coast Patriot Girl says, men think daddy issues are bad until she calls you daddy. That's a whole different thing. Not every girl who calls you daddy has daddy issues. Landers, ew, no. I got daughters. I don't need no bitch calling me daddy. LOL. Yeah, I mean, I'm not asking for it. I'm a yay or nay guy. Like, I'm like, you do you. It's not making my day. It's not breaking my bank. I don't mind it if you do it. Like, whatever. How are we doing in the moment? That's where I am. I'm not. Sam show, if my girl calls me daddy, I'm pulling out and leaving. Apparently a bunch of people in the Rumble chat, we found the invisible line for Landers. Landers doesn't like it when girls call him daddy. Stepdaddy shit is just gross, Rusty Grammar. That's gross. That is gross. His weirdest shit he searched and shared was big tittied masturbation. It would creep me out calling a lover daddy. That's just gross. Yeah, if the guy wants you to do it, that's a problem. Here's my thing. If the girl does it unprovoked, there's any number of reasons that could have happened. We can't rush to judgment. But if the guy's like, oh, call me daddy, like, ugh.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
Sam Show pointing out over on the Rumble chat there that Landers likes it when you call him daddy, Johnny. Yes, Landers likes it when I call him daddy. I don't want to. West Coast Patriot Girl, I love it when you call me Big Pop. Giggity. All right, so I call my ladies mommy. Yeah, dude. So like, if a guy let's ask the reverse question. West Coast Patriot Girl, do you want a guy to call you mommy? Do you want to do mommy? Oh. All right. Yeah, what if she just calls you Papa? All right, now it's getting bad. Let's go to a story. We've had this happen a bunch of times where someone will someone of a religious persuasion will visit violence upon another person of a religious persuasion. And we're not going to point out the directionality of the A to B in that scenario, at least in the prevalent history of our modern day. But what we are going to talk about is what happens when... What did I spit? Hang on, we're going to talk about what happens when things don't go according to plan. And for that, we take you to...
KXAN News.
And we start with breaking news, gunfire at a church.
Holy Jesus. Now, look, if you pulled her over and you found a spoon and she said it was pasta sauce, if you didn't believe her, that's on you. That's on you. That's on you.
The Burnett County Sheriff's Office needs your help finding two men. Thanks for joining us. I'm Daniel Marin.
And I'm Jennifer Sanders. The Sheriff's Office says they got a 911 call for a welfare check at the church at the epicenter on North US 281. That was around 10:30 this morning. Our Sam Stark is on the scene right now. So, Sam, what else?
Shit, Sam? We don't need Sam on this. We got shots fired near a church, suspects fleeing. Apparently, they claim to be some sort of Muslim thing. I don't mean to drop the ball, or to drop the big nugget of the story in front of you, but yeah, we're going to get to that. So you know what? Payne Beatbox did not hang in. I guess he knew his video was bullshit. All right, so this is why suggest a video. Yeah, it's probably crap. All right, so let's go ahead and get back to this. Shots fired near a church. They thought they could pull it off in Texas.
You know.
Jen, Daniel, as you can see behind me, this is still
again, Sam Stark. We could really use your brother Tony right now, okay? Go get Tony Stark. Fucking Jesus, the chats. Holy Jesus. Great comment for this news bit. Yeah. Holy Jesus.
Very active investigation. The Burnett County Sheriff's Office said that when officers arrived earlier this morning, they found bullet casings. Those were from the shots fired from a church safety team member. Officials said that safety team member saw two suspicious men outside the church, with one presenting a long rifle. That team member then fired multiple shots, prompting both men to jump inside a white minivan and drive off, fleeing northbound on US 281. The Sheriff's Office says that there are no known injuries at this time. The office also said that they're working with both a number of state and federal agencies while investigating this incident. We'll make sure to keep you updated both online and on air. Jen?
I don't know, man. I've never fired a weapon at another person. I've never been in a combat situation. I've never been in a gunfight. When you want them to get close so you can make sure to hit them. I saw them coming at. They're coming right for us. Yeah, so let them get in range. Unless they're presenting a threat, unless they're planning to shoot, you got to fucking ba-doom. Saint Aaron, it wouldn't be pasta, Johnny. It's pudding. We don't know that. We don't know that, Saint Aaron. We don't know that. Zeke, holy chocolate milk. I mean, come on. Fuck Tony. I want Ned Stark. Ned Stark. Is that his dad? Who's Ned Stark? I mean, yeah, a lot of people would fuck Tony. I mean, A lot of people did in the show. He had a thing where he fucked the women all the time. He was with the fucking of the women. All right, law enforcement. There we go. So apparently what are they? The two suspects were wearing turbans. Okay, so two suspects wearing turbans. This is either totally faked by the people wearing turbans or yeah. Oh, Ned Stark is Game of Thrones. Fuck. I'm trying to figure out who the fuck Ned Stark is in the world of and there fuck. I should have known that. I proudly own the like collector's edition, like volume 1 edition of the first season. So I have the whole forbidden footage of a mask that does not look like George W. Bush in the slightest. Oh my God, it's a former president. Nobody knows. All right. Oh boy. I thought this was the American Navy. All righty. It's not. That explains it. Ned got his head removed, end of Season 1, Game of Thrones. Right, Ned got his head removed, end of Season 1, Game of Thrones. But a lot of people don't know this, or do. A lot of people do know this, not a lot of people have. There was a very limited run on the Game of Thrones Season 1 DVD box set. And I was incredibly depressed at the time. So my, at the time then, wife bought the thing, seeing the actor who played Ned Stark. She knew I liked that actor.
Cheer 100 FBI open up. Blast.
So she was like, "Oh, this is a thing with this guy. Johnny likes that. It's got things about dragons. Johnny likes dragons. So we'll get this for him. This will cheer him up." So it was just oh, hey, Johnny likes medieval stuff. We'll get him this show. That'll pick up the old boy's spirits. And mixed results. But either way, I got it before they recalled it. And the information came out that at the end of the season, when all the heads are on spikes, the makeup department needed to make a head to put on spikes. They took a mask of George W. Bush and they dolled it up to look like some man of the North. And they said, yeah, so we inadvertently had to do that. And the Republicans got so pissed. Oh, it's sacrilegious to a sitting president. Nobody can tell. I've watched the bonus footage. Nobody can tell. Keep thinking if I suck harder,
Cheer
there'll be water in there.
100 should have used Saddam Hussein's head kappa.
Didn't have a mask of him on hand. But thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you for all the support we've had on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Haven't had a lot of super chats or super stickers, but that's all good. Commenting on the video. Well, thanks for commenting on the video, but we're doing a show right now, so we'll check out the video comments later. I don't want any of these things. I just want to open the apps to make sure I didn't forget anybody to thank, because that's the thing I need to do. Come on. Thank you. Nope. All right, let's go to this one. Turn that off. I don't need that going through. And there we go. Yep. And we're good. Tony died killing Thanos and is coming back as Doom. Right? I don't know that I want that. I don't know that I want that either. I don't think I want that either. But then again, fucking Brolin played Thanos and Cable. So if we ever get Cable back, guess who's going to be standing? Who the fuck did that? I gotta know. Where is that? Why? That is a thing. Why is that a thing? You did the 100 bits. Somebody, it should tell me who did that and why. Damn it, Twitch, don't lie to me. I'm fucking thrown off my game. We have an hour left. I can't afford these things. Thank you, Egg Picker, for the 100 bits.
No! 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 No!
Mr. Q, I don't want to I know what you meant to type, and I'm reading the mistyped one. I don't want a female surfer. I don't want Pedro Pascal to play Reed Richards. Who are these things confirmed? Because and you know what I don't want? I don't want to care that hard about it. You know what I've realized after watching the Deadpool and Wolverine movie? I don't care. I got what I needed. I may have air horns, says Egg Picker. Thank you for the 50 bits. And the other super thing too. So yeah, I got what I wanted, and I don't know. I don't care. We'll see how it goes. I'm optimistically hopeful that it'll get better. You never know. You never know. Let's get to this story. I wish I had a video for it, but oh wait, we do. We do. We do. Oh boy. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be too good. Okay. So I thought this was the American Navy. It's not. It's the New Zealand Navy, but it's still good. $100 million Navy ship with lesbian captain runs aground, catches fire, and sinks. If you're asking yourself if you heard that order right, you did. Lesbian captain running a $100 million Navy vessel has run aground, caught fire, and then sank. Chris Mack, Jesus Christ, women on ships are bad luck. Well, I mean, ships, positions of authority. I say with the rare exception, driving. There are very few women I trust driving. And for one thing that I loved about her, California girl had this for her. Driving that. She had that. All right. Alrighty, so let's get to this. Mr. Q, where you thought that the U.S. military had a Navy ship that was worth $100 million, we have like a speedboat that probably costs more than that. I mean, I guess. Zeke Campesino popping the super chat cherry today. Thank you for the $2. Women don't belong on ships, only seamen. Again, we do a controlled burn when we hit 5 on those for you guys, just because we can't say how much we're making on YouTube and Rumble until they pay out. So I'll check into those today after the show, maybe. Shit, I won't have time to. Tomorrow before the show, and we'll see where we're at. And then they buy out a day or more consecutively, which is fun. So I'm vaping rainbow flower flavor vape right now. If I turn a little more the vape, says Egg Picker. All right. It tastes like perfume. It's awful. Sure you're not just accidentally vaping perfume? I want a female silver sucker. She's got a silver... wait, no. I want a female sliver sucker. Jesus Christ, Fallen the Great. Just, again, man, like, go get a cup of water. You're apparently very thirsty. Jesus. All right, so, Oh, no. Oh, no, it gets worse. I'm just going to read it. The country of New Zealand has lost its first Navy vessel since World War II.
So wait a minute. Not only did you lose your boat, it's the first boat you've had since World War II. After the HMNZS Manawananui, a $100 million survey and dive vessel commissioned in 2018, ran aground, burst into flames, and sank off the coast of Samoa. Commanding the ship was Commander Yvonne Gray, a Brit who moved to New Zealand in 2012 and joined the New Zealand Navy after taking a vacation to the country with her lesbian wife. She had previously served with the British Navy since 1993. Oh, dear God. Yvonne, from Captain Yvonne Gray's bio on the Navy website, this was her first ship command in a naval career. She said her eyes lit up and the thought of taking command of the Manawanui, which entered service with the Royal New Zealand Navy 3 years ago. Diversity hire success story. Wait a minute, what? Oh, that's someone else talking about it. In 2012, Commander Gray and her wife Sharon moved to New Zealand after falling in love with the country during a camper van holiday. The most obvious thing to do was to join the Royal New Zealand Navy, she said. In 2022, Commander Gray said she wanted to further the capabilities of a ship that was still in its infancy. When I've really enjoyed a job, it's because I've made a difference, where things are a bit better than they were before. Oh, no. With the Manawani, whatever. It's not just about command, it's about the opportunity to take a ship still in its infancy and further the capabilities of that ship and influence and help those who carry our Navy into the future. Okay, so let's go to this video. The person who shared this is named Anonymous Patriot on Twitter. Video of New Zealand Navy vessel survey and salvage ship after running aground off Samoa. Likely a total loss, leaving the Royal New Zealand Navy with just 5 fully operational ships. This is the first peacetime loss of a Royal New Zealand Navy ship. Oh, the first? Oh, so you've never lost a boat unless you guys were at war with somebody? Who were you fighting? Like, did you help Australia with the ostriches or the kangaroos or whatever it was that you lost to? So there it is. Where did it sink? How did it sink? I don't get the sinking part. That doesn't look sunk. That looks like a boat that's run ashore. All right. So what is it? All 75 crew and passengers aboard were safely rescued overnight. 2 people needed to be hospitalized for treatment for minor injuries, one with a dislocated shoulder and another with a hurt back. Rescuers battled currents and winds that were pushing the life rafts and sea boats toward, what does it say, the shore? We're pushing the rafts and the sea boats toward the reefs and swells that made the rescue effort particularly challenging. Those on board the lifeboats and sea boats were transferred to vessels that responded to the rescue and were transported ashore. Okay, so it's just 18 seconds of... Oh, wow. Just, horribly shitty weather. Isn't this awesome? In the Navy, you're probably gonna freeze. In the Navy.
Oh, New Zealand lets them crash their ships with ease. All right, so again, aren't you glad you guys really broke the mold on that one? She left things better than when she found them. Mr. Q saying, dang, Johnny, the Great Emu War of 1923 was serious. It might have been serious, but at least that was apparently still a war. So if you lost a boat during that, that's fine. She lost to a coral reef because she couldn't, she listed too far to the left. Which, honestly, we're giving her all of the blame for this. Was she the one at helm? Was she at the helm? I mean, who was driving? It's like the life raft scene from The Hunt for the Red October. Well, this one's only red. I'm sorry. I want to make this one's only red 1 week of the year, 1 week of the month. Oh, just didn't want to do it. Feel like a piece of shit. All right, so that boat don't float. And I think they said, I have to go back to the article. Did they say something about the after effects of that? Yeah, we did all those already. Boop. Yeah, I'm sorry, I booped you. All right. Okay, so we did that. British Navy since then. Royal New Zealand Navy, those carry crash. Entire crew overnight. Reports say that after crashing the ship into the reef, it caught fire within 15 minutes and sank, which now sets up a potentially disastrous oil spill that could greatly harm the local reef and the fishing ecosystem there. The specialists dive and The specialist dive and hydrographic vessel lost power and ran aground on Saturday evening while conducting a reef survey 1 nautical mile off the southern coast of the Samoan island of Upolu, according to the New Zealand authorities. By Sunday morning, the vessel was listing heavily, the Navy said. Smoke was spotted around 6:40 a.m., and by 9 a.m., the ship had slipped below the surface. It's the first unintentional sinking of a New Zealand naval vessel since World War II. Authorities said they opened a court inquiry into what happened. Oh, so we have this with it actually being on fire? Is this better than the one we... Oh, yeah, this one's... Yep. So it lost power and just drifted.
Oh, look, there she goes.
I really doubt that one. Australia, it was like Tina driving in Bob's Burgers. I'll be honest, I don't watch Bob's Burgers. So I don't know Tina driving in Bob's Burgers. Australia wanted so bad to be part of World War I and II that they started imaginary wars with the monsters that live on their islands. Again, I don't know that that's the real Keanu. Is that really Keanu? Why would Keanu be paying attention to my show? I'd be more likely to believe, and let's check this out. Let's go to channel. Let's see what we have there. Yeah. Why was I super cold? Because it's not Keanu Thompson. Again. Because I knew it was a fucking troll. Or maybe not even a troll. Just not the person claiming to be. Smoke Up Rod's trying to start shit. Oh, Johnny K, ice cold to do some research so you don't look like an idiot. Kim there, fake Kiki, Keanu, Johnny loves me. How can you say that? You're not even who you say you are. You are a liar,
sir or ma'am or thing. This is why I tell people I've had, I had my little breakdown moment, and everyone was all like, "Oh, so Johnny's just a little bitch, and he'll crack if we just break him." Like, no. The breaking thing happened once, and like most people, I had an epiphany, and I moved on from it. And then the epiphany I've had over all of this, Falling Great. Watch this, bam, banhammer. The epiphany I've had is that a majority of people on here for a majority of people, there's a select few who don't count in this group, and they know who they are. But for a majority of the people on here, especially if you're just like a nameless person in a letter or whatever, like I'll appreciate your opinion. I love your support, but I'm not going to stress it too much. And when you claim to be somebody you're not, that's when I get annoyed. When you're like, "Oh, it's Corey." Like, no, it's not. I'd love to hear from Corey. That's not Corey. Don't get my hopes up, asshole. All right. Lord Babo.
Cheer 100. Nobody likes bunions.
Thank you, Egg Picker. Lab Glass saying small dicks matter. I mean, I wouldn't know myself, but who am I to doubt? All right, so do we have anything else on this? Well, there's been no official report as to why the ship lost power. One has to wonder if Commander Gray wasn't busy posing for pictures in the name of inclusion. Wait a minute, what? You didn't. Oh. All right. Are we zoomed in on this? Yeah, it is. There we go. And actually, we can take it to 125. Let's go to that. Boop. A great team requires time and effort and recognition that everyone brings something of value. No room for exclusion. No room for bullying. Hashtag Pink Shirt Days, New Zealand. Oh, boy. You know who could have used some room for bullying? The ship. Because I feel like a no fuck around, no mistakes, this ain't a joke kind of person doesn't lose power of a ship that lists into a reef. I dare to wonder what happens if you maybe had that person you're so worried about having there. Boop. Okay. Does this person have any more gold for us? Nope. That was the end of it. So get your posts out there, ladies. You gotta. Oh boy. We have a video here that we're gonna go to. This is from yesterday. We have a couple angles of it. There are a couple of people. Or wait, no, we have a couple angles of it, and we have a second instance of it. I really I'm fucking there, man, with the conspiracy theories over the stuff happening in fucking North Carolina and Tennessee and shit. Like, we have too many videos. Like, I'm gonna play you this one right now. We're gonna play these ones right now. We'll just start with this one. First one. This happened today, 10/6/24, at a donation center in Western North Carolina. Why? Again, like, this is where I get pissed, like, with the military and other stuff. I'm like, if you're a soldier and you're willing to do this, like, you're like, oh, orders is orders, then you're a fucking problem. Oh yeah, let's wipe the chat since she got banned. Oh, Luther. Oh. Jesus Christ. I mean, oh, Good God. Oh. And then and followed at it. I do feel so cool. Bravo, sir. I love the person saying that is, you had to take someone's identity for your entire bit and it sucked. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Keanu's a better Keanu than you are. All right, so this happened fucking yesterday. We have another angle of it. Let's switch to that quick while we do that. Stoney's in Rockville, Stoney's bar. So used to that. While we do that, let's read this. Okay, so all right, now we have another angle of it. This is a little bit of a longer video. Again, I'm sorry, guys. Like, not you guys. I'm sorry, but this is officially deliberate. Like, the government is officially becoming our enemy. Like, you know, you could be helping. You could be helping. You could go rescue some people.
Why did they do that?
'Cause they're fucking assholes. And again, you can't get into the FEMA camp and tiny homes with civilian help, Johnny. What? And they banned Elon Musk from helping. Dude, they stopped or tried to stop Ivanka Trump from helping hook up like Starlink stuff. Again, the what is it? DeSantis has been very cool about helping out, but Digger 420. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, he crashed his car in first official race. Just a reminder, there are good Keanus out there.
That helicopter just came around here and kicked up everything. Now he's out. Did they just do that on purpose?
Yeah, dude, they did it on purpose. How is this not a surprise? How is this a surprise?
Wow, that was crazy. Brother, I got him on camera. But do y'all really think that was on purpose?
Absolutely.
Anyways, so let's go ahead and let's close this out. So, did they do it on purpose? Yes, they did. And oh, Jesus Christ, we're gonna mute the music, or at the very least keep it very. Yeah, so we're going to just mute it all together. This afternoon, an unmarked military-style helo flies into the local distribution area and rotor washes / destroys piles of supplies for people. We had a meeting with all parties involved at this site and established it as a no-fly zone, no-drop zone. Could you keep your fucking text up for 2 seconds? No fly zone, no fly, no drop zone hours before, and had sent crews to resupply helos to another area. This was not one of our helos. Yeah, dude, that looks like a military chopper. They flew in and hovered around a bit, looking like they wanted to land, despite our no landing signals telling them no. Dog's not happy. Then they dipped down and performed
Last time
a
I
rotor
checked,
wash.
we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you, Johnny Chimpo. They performed a rotor wash, which seemed deliberate, then flew off, destroying a lot of the staging area and harming the people directly below them in the staging area. I was conducting a canine security sweep across the parking lot. So, yeah, people got hurt doing this. Again, there are just more and more stories about the government coming out against these people doing this stuff. And I don't think it's because they're going to vote for Donald Trump. I think it's because they want the lithium there. They want that region distraught and destroyed. Again, the music thing. The helo was unmarked, and we were able to zoom in and see masked persons who flies unmarked helos like this. Special forces or private contractors. So yeah, if they weren't with the government, they were government adjacent. Local PD came in, and we've been trying to find/track their flight info to find out who they are and where they flew in from. Nothing, they're ghosts. Because again, they were sent by the government. See, because if they weren't sent by the government would be very, very interested in figuring out who those people were. Because, again, those people apparently were able to just fly in and fuck with stuff. Thank God all they wanted to do was splash you with a little rotor wash. But next time they'll come in with, like, a fucking bomb or something, you know, like a nuke. Like, we'd never know. Because, again, this ghost chopper, like, obviously, the CIA, the NSA, like, you guys got to get on this. You guys got some holes in the net. We can't figure out who these assholes are. Probably those pesky neo-Nazis. Yeah, they're heading out to a rally right now. I don't learn. I just don't learn. Wait a minute, what? 40 minutes prior to this, what? 40 minutes prior to this, 2 unmarked black SUVs running blue lights rolled in, circled around, and immediately left. They were not local law enforcement and not anyone we had been affiliated with. They could clearly see the supply setup, blue tents, etc., and see that this thing was not a clear landing zone. Right, they weren't trying to land. It was deliberately to fuck this up and to spread stuff around and make a mess. I hate to be saying this, but I want to start seeing some of these people shooting back at these helicopters. Like, if they perform a rotor wash and then just bounce, like, start shooting at that son of a bitch. That's clearly an enemy combatant. I swore to uphold this country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Isn't that what the military creed is? Like, foreign and domestic? So, what do you do when the military is the enemy? I guess we'll shoot them, I guess? What else are we going to do? Get out the scatter gun? Yeah, they just pull out an RPG. Let's just Black Hawk down this motherfucker. In fact, isn't that almost looks like a Black Hawk? Like, it's just fucking... Oh, yeah, West Coast Patriot Girl's totally right. I'm, Wait a minute, what? What? Digger 420, true. I bet he had unreleased shit, too. What? If you put someone where they go, you'll never... Okay, I don't know. Alrighty. I'm hoping mixtapes and vinyls will start being released only by Uber drivers. I have no idea what we're talking about. Women driving, what are you looking at? Not ready to let him go. What the heck? I have no idea who are you holding on to. I'm behind in the chat. Fucking phone keeps going off, but San acceptable on Rumble. It is acceptable on Rumble. Thank you for being part of the show. Speech is for you. Yes, it is. Somebody suck my sliver, says Sam Joe. No. ZYN is overrated. I buy the On pouches. They are so much better and half the price. I don't know. Maybe she meant the NZ. New Zealand totally deserves this. I don't know about that. She's a hero. She used to fire to get all the women off the ship. Well, it wasn't all women. It was a diverse crew. There was no room for bullying or exclusion. When I enjoy a jobby job, things are always better too. Okay. I don't think I want to know what that means. If they lost a boat during the war, that would be concerning. Emus don't swim. Before you hate on women too much, just know men have nipples because they start out women. I don't know necessarily about the nipple part, but yeah, sexual genitalia wise, every dude starts out a chick. Technically, well, not so much a chick. Every dude starts out with largely what would be considered female sex organs. But those sex organs, especially like the uterus and all that, that hasn't really developed yet. The innards all the way. So it just kind of shrinks up and grows into balls. What?
I got a fever.
And
the only prescription is more cowbell.
Well, we have two cowbells I forgot to do because we had Johnny Chimpo and we just had that gifted one from Riding Dirty Llama. Thank you, Riding Dirty Llama. Wake up. Who are you going to tell me? I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and go and run the cowbell here. Hey-o. I am so lost on everything. Wake up. What am I asleep? Zeke Campesino. I have nipples, Johnny. Can you milk me? I mean, I'm not going to try. West Coast. Wait a minute. What? Digger. A special FX stories I heard from ex-crew members made it clear he's really 100% not Justin. Who are we talking about? Oh, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, Keanu Reeves seems like a cool dude. All right. Do. Oh, cool. Did anyone famous? I've done Fergie's hair for the Black Eyed Peas. Oh, MF Doom Johnny, the rapper. Who's MF Doom Johnny? I'm assuming I'm not, because that's not me. So I'm assuming. Atomic Ray, but Kitten, I just don't want you on the freaking headphone cable. That's it. It's the only rule I have. Hey everybody, it's the kitty, Tegra. It's the kitten. It's everyone's favorite kitten. All right, Keanu Reeves is a bitch. I don't know about that. Johnny's no. We're not starting that again. Fallen the Great. There's no great gorilla milking emporium. There's no gorilla milking happening at all. There's no gorilla milking going down at all. Okay, I'm going to do two things at once. We're going to talk about these stories and stuff. We're going to keep hitting play on this and finish this. And I'm also going to order from Toppers at the same time. So that way it'll be here when the show's over. Because I need to do that after. So, who were they? Why did they do this? Again, I can tell you who it was and why. We've already kind of covered that. It's kind of Uncle Sam. As for the why, well, do you want to tell him or should I?
Oh, shit. Nope. I have to do this thing where I do a thing. Please tell me my phone number is all I need. Nope, that would be wrong. And then I'm not a robot. Does that work? Shit. All right. So we got to do it this way. This is not going to work. We'll have to do this after, and I'll just have to, like, eat on Mikey's show. That's just all it is. I'm going to have to eat on Mikey's show. I just can't do it all at once. There's too much stuff fucking hammered in one thing to another. All right. We're going to close this one out. Oh, that's right. This will probably take the entire back end. This could hopefully take the entire back end of the program. So, what was the intent here? Was the chopper pilot trying to land? Did he realize he was scattering supplies? Yeah, I think he knew he was scattering supplies. I don't think he was trying to land. It was a deliberate fuck with them maneuver both times. Later, kitty cat. We love you. All right. I've had this video in the docket today, and I've been interestingly enough wanting to get to it, and I know where a lot of you are going to go with this, and I hope you don't. But this video was shared 2 days ago by an account that has 16 subscribers, which makes me think that this isn't like a reposting, but I could be wrong. At any rate, this is called the Mayor Fair 2024, and this is the wedding ceremony at the Mayor Fair.
Good morning.
You might be asking what the Mayor Fair is, and before any of you suggest that it's about a particular person, no, it's not. And then anyone asks, that is not Alex Stein going up to start the Mayor Fair.
It is a pleasure to see everyone here on this wonderful Saturday morning to see this marriage. Can I get a praise mayors?
Praise mayors.
Praise mayors. What the actual fuck? I love how people so outside of, like, traditional religion really, really want to be part of the club. Like, no offense, I really feel like if God's watching you right now, he's giving your whole family cancer, sir. You are really kind of stepping on this one. What, says the Smokeout Prods? Right? This is Mayor Fair 2024, the wedding ceremony portion. Don't worry. What do you mean what? What do you mean what? Would I steer you wrong?
So this is a very joyous morning. I have to make you understand.
It doesn't help that it sounds like you have a German accent. I mean, maybe French, but it does kind of seem German. The green bodysuit screams German. 9. So I'm a little concerned that we're not doing this for all the right reasons. All I'm saying is, all right, nope, now I gotta fucking remember my own password. No. I can't type today. Shit. I wish I could just keep this thing logged in. That would be so much nicer. Okay, close, dude. You know what? Hit play. Let's do this.
Understand that what we are going to see here is a very difficult decision for one's life. Surely all of you have seen people married to other people in your life, yes?
Yeah, sure.
Say yes.
Yes.
You see this, and you see the joy that the other person will experience in their life as they get to go day to day, come back after work, and hopefully have a good interaction with their spouse after a long day of work. Yes.
Have you figured out why it is called Mayor Fair yet? I'll give you a hint. We just saw a little bit of a reason.
This morning, I have to make you understand that what we are going to see here is a very difficult decision for one's life. Surely all of you have seen people.
Have you figured out why it's called Mayor Fair yet? Mayor Fair?
Yes. So, this is something that we will get to enjoy whenever we marry our mayors. We will get to see them after work. All of the grooms have bought a plushie, so this means they will definitely get to do so. And I strongly recommend, if you do not have a plushie, you should seriously consider getting one, even if it is not a life size. Because the plushie is our winter. This might be a difficult topic for some people to understand, but the plushie is our gateway to our mail.
Now I understand the mask and the gloves. He doesn't want anyone to know who he actually is because he's humping a horse plushie and he's marrying people to them. Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah. You may have seen pictures of her, and you will probably never see her in her flesh in this life. But if you have a plushie, this is how you can interact with her. You scratch her hair, rub her stomach, or touch her boobs. It is like you are really touching her. So this is why it is the most blessed thing for them to have. Now, that being said, so the plushie brings a great boon unto our men who are getting married. It is not the same.
So wait a minute. You just kind of, you're strutting around in the whole get up. And fuck you, lab glass. I'm gonna read that in a minute. You're strutting around in this whole get up. I don't know if you know about this or not. I don't think God was big on bestiality. I don't think he was. I think like you're repeating a song now. Metal face mask with a bullet. Metal face mask with a built-in frown. A mic to tilt down. 100,000 pounds. All right. I don't know what that means.
As getting married to a real person. We all know this, right? This is no question. But I would say...
I mean, define... Dude, define weird person. Define weird person.
You will not see until after death. This is a...
Leave my religion alone. Nay!
I'm not going to get into it. But you only need to know that it is very difficult. And what these men are doing is extremely brave. It takes a very special kind of person to do this. And when I say special, I mean special.
I mean, check his... When I say special, I mean special. Like, check his hard drive. No, seriously, check his hard drive. Just do it. All right? And I know you're all like, hey, but no. Check fucking the whole thing, top to bottom. God damn it, I can't type and do this at the same time. This whole day is just about me trying to remember my password. That's what it is. That's what it is. All right, let's go. Whip and whip.
What these men are doing is extraordinary, difficult, and they will probably be ostracized by people who are close to them for doing it. So for that reason, we must commend them for their decision. May I ask all of the grooms to walk forward? Applause.
Hold on. When I saw the teaser for this,
May I ask all of the grooms to walk forward?
grooms. I saw this picture. I thought that was a chick. That's a dude. Dude, I don't know what's worse, the fact that you're marrying a horse or that's a dude. Oh my God. Dear Lord. This is painful.
As you see, we have a bit of a hiccup here. We have two people who are getting married to Princess Celestia. So, as you know, this may cause problems in the afterlife. Right now, they are going to fight to the death.
Oh, this is a video of Chris's, but no, it is not. It is not. What the fuck? This is why I don't like nerds in the play. Like, dude, come on now.
Say yes if so. Yes. Yes, you understand that this is irreversible. Each and every one of you has told me you want this marriage to be indefinite. Is that true? If so, say yes.
Yes.
Very good. I'm going to come up to each of you on your own.
Wait a minute, what? You're gonna what? I'm sorry, but dude, we're not gonna get through this whole thing.
You fully understand what you are coming involved with. My friend, what is your name? Aperture. Who is the name of your wife?
Applesauce?
Soiree. Very good. He's marrying the mayor who is part of this convention. Talk about the political marriage, huh? Do you understand? It is very serious that you must keep her in health, sickness, good times and bad times, no matter how long it is until you see her. Is that true? If so, say yes. I do. Very good. Will you be with her in presence, in absence, in the ups and downs? And no matter what you will do, you will not forsake your ticket to Equestria until the death of your soul? If so, say yes, I do. Yes, I do. Very good. I pronounce you man and...
Sweet Jesus Christ. Dude, you're marrying a stuffed horse. Like, just admit that love... Like, why is it so hard for people to realize, no, you're just not going to be with anybody? All right? Look, it isn't going to work out. No offense. You didn't really win in the gene pool, and you haven't done a whole lot since then to really lock this thing down. I'm sorry, homeo, but it ain't happening. Like... Why is this an issue? No, don't save my password. I'm just glad it finally worked. Good God. Yes, very serious is Mr. Q. Right, Nerd Llama. Oh, this isn't nerds. This is a whole other level of nerd. This is perv nerd. No, this isn't even... Don't even put nerds on this. This is just perv. This is just fucking perv.
And Mayor, you may now kiss the bride.
You may now kiss the bride. I love how the bride doesn't get a say in that matter. Because she's an inanimate, stuffed object, and she's going to get stuffed later. It's so gross. It's so gross. Okay. Let's go. Oh, God. And then, like, honestly, I have yet to see the person who I haven't thought, all right, let's check his hard drive. Nope. Definitely check his hard drive. That is, that's one of the My Little Ponies. So check his hard drive. Check it, triple check it. Check his hard drive, his. Fuck, check mine while we're at it just to be safe. Check his for sure. He's hiding his face, so he obviously has something to hide.
Premature Trixie's husband. Well, you can say that it was fated by the gods. The princesses, I mean. Very good. What is the name of your wife?
Princess Trixie's husband. Again, I feel like are they all into the My Little... Is this all My Little Ponies? John Doe, see, ladies, you scare us so much that we have to resort to effing and marrying horse pillows. Not just Chrissy Mayer's. Oh, now I'm doing it. See? That doesn't help anybody. Doesn't help anybody at all.
Trixie, very good, very good. Do you understand how serious this is you are undergoing? You understand that you will have to be with her during the ups and downs of life, good and bad, no matter
like when she runs out of stuffing? You have to be with her when her stitches break? If she loses a seam and it's fatal, you can't just, move on to the next fucking tall strutting pony that comes running through. Somebody get me a tissue, says Lab Glass. I don't even want to know why. And you know what? We only have Hasbro to blame for this mess they started with this generation of My Little Pony.
Yes, very good, very good. He says 100%. Huh? We'll see how that goes. In any case, I would like to remind you that you will have to be with her in presence and absence, ups and downs, and no matter the ostracization you feel, you must not abandon your ticket to Equestria until the death on this earth. Is that understood by you? Yes. Yes, very good. In that case, I pronounce you man and mare. You may now kiss the bride.
In that case, I pronounce you man and mare. You may now kiss your bride. No, do not kiss your bride. Do not kiss your bride. I'm grossed out. Don't kiss your bride. Your bride doesn't want you to kiss your bride. You probably still have halitosis. You didn't even shave. I know they're not real. But could you at least put some effort into your marriage? You're getting married. You look like you're dressed like I am doing this show, and I don't even feel like I look respectable right now. I don't. I'm a grown man in an egg chair petting a cat trying to order a pizza watching a video. I am not respectable right now.
What is your name? Repertoire. Repertoire, very good. And who is your wife? Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash, you are getting down to Rainbow Dash.
They are. They're all fucking My Little Pony people. Oh my God, they're bronies. Where have all the cowboys gone, ladies? Well, that's where they went. Oh no, I'm doing the wrong song. That's Who Will Save Your Soul. Where have all the cowboys gone? They've gone to fuck the horses.
No, he's on a married tour. He's renewing his vows.
Oh, you are renewing your vows? Okay, you told me about that. I'm so sorry. In this case, I have a special service for you. Have you honored your mare? I have. Have you stuck with her, even though she only exists in your mind for all this time and through all this struggle? Is that true?
Oh, most definitely.
Most definitely, very good. In that case, I would like to pronounce that your vows are renewed and your marriage may go on for much longer, my friend. You may kiss your bride.
You have no authority over this. At least I certainly hope you're not an ordained minister of any kind. Again, your bride doesn't... Your bride is... Jesus Christ. Thank goodness I'm a first-generation collector. Does that make it better or worse? Does that make it better or worse? You know what? We're not doing that either. That won't be good. All right, let's go ahead and go.
Good morning, my friend. What is your name? Anonymous. Anonymous. Very good, Anonymous. Talk about literally me. That would be very good. I must remind you that this is not an easy thing you are going to do. There are going to be ups and downs. You are going to experience life with and without her. And there are going to be people who mock you and make jest of you, and certainly do not...
There are going to be people who seriously wonder, like, what the fuck? All right, holy crap, I took down that was covering a surprise. Jesus Christ, one of these things does not look like the others. Even he's not afraid to show his face. Somebody's a politician. Or at least holding a local office. Also, I'd like to point out these two are the only ones so far that look like they've gotten dressed for this occasion. Good on you, sir, for understanding that even though this is creepy as fuck, and so are you, Green Man Group, but at least you had some respect for your brides. All the brides are dressed up. None of the, like, half the dudes just wearing fucking T-shirts. Wait a minute, what?
Understand you for this thing that you are going to. But no matter what, you are not going to forsake your ticket to Equestria, and therefore your wife is going to the end of your life. You understand this, yes? If so, say I do. I do. Very good. In that case, I pronounce you man and mare. You may now kiss the bride. Nameless. Very good.
Nameless? Just say Diddy. Say Diddy. Honestly, at this point, he'd be happy to say the worst thing he's done is marry a stuffed pony.
It's a cousin of Anonymous, huh? Who are you getting down to, my friend? Fluttershy. Very good, very good. So you understand, as I told all the others before, that this is a very difficult thing you are going to understand. Marriage is a beautiful thing, but all beautiful things have to be worked for and maintained. And so you may not see her in this world, you will face ostracization. You will have to deal with her absence just as much as her presence, even if only in your mind or on your screen. You understand this, right? This will not be easy, but yet you still do it. If so, say yes, I understand.
Yes, I understand.
Do you take Fluttershy as your wife, knowing all of this?
Yes.
Very good. In that case, I pronounce you man and mare. You may now kiss the bride.
Don't. Again,
Dude, this is a guy? This is a guy. That's not a tit right there. That's not a boob. You're telling me that that's not a rack that I'm seeing in this. This is a guy. Angry Saxon, I'm beyond confused. So am I. Riding Dirty Llama. Run, Fluttershy! Run! No! Oh. I'm just really worried you're going to stick it in my boo-boo hole. And then he looked down at her, and he just said,
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
Ollie Bird. Ollie Bird. Who are you getting married to, Ollie Bird?
Nightmare Moon.
Ooh.
Nightmare Moon.
Nightmare Moon, a very brave decision. I see many disagreements in your future. But in any case, you understand that your marriage will be especially difficult. Not only because the character of your wife, no pun intended.
I mean, Jesus Christ, guys. You really, really fucking... Oh my God. You're marrying characters from the show. It's hurting me in all of the special places.
But because
oh my God! You know what? I was about to make. I have to apologize. All right, hold on. Let this lady get going. Let her take center stage. Yeah, there goes one guy. I was gonna say something. I was gonna say something incredibly mean and insulting to this lady about her overall appearance and this guy for him with being her. Right. But then I just realized, you know what? No matter what, that is probably a decided improvement over any of these guys and them being like, unless she's marrying the horse, then we're back on board.
You have to work in her absence with the ups and downs. Whenever she is dirty, you have to put her in the washing machine.
Why would she be dirty? If you just leave her on the couch. If you don't F it, it won't be dirty. Don't jizz on it, you perv. Again, I'm sorry, dude. What the heck? This looks like you have tits. You don't seem like a dude. I don't want to ask this question, but I'm afraid the answer is yes anyway. I'm really worried that... Oh, what's the difference there? Yeah, then fuck that. We're doing that. Boop. All right. I'm really worried this bitch is... That's a lady. I think it's a girl. It is. Johnny knows too much about furry law. Johnny is a furry. What do I know about furry law? There's laws for furries? Now there's laws? I didn't know there were laws. Fucking Jesus, there's laws? But yeah, so obviously she's getting pegged by this pony. And no, I don't want she's getting pegged by this pony and is totally taking it to Pound Town. Because apparently she couldn't make it work with a lady. Like a man or a lady, you couldn't find anyone? Oh, boy. Is it weird that I think she's like the most acceptable one of the group?
That being said, you understand the gravity of the situation? If so, say yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
That being said, do you take her as your wife? If so, say yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
All right, now I'm back on the fence. That's a girl. Did you hear that voice? That's a girl?
No pun intended, but because this is going to be some things that no one will understand, You will have to work in her absence, puzzles with the ups and downs. Whenever she is dirty, you have to put her in the washing machine. No, don't do that. Good, I'm just testing. Very good. That being said, you understand the gravity of the situation? If so, say yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
That being said, do you take her as your wife? If so, say yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Very good. I pronounce you man and mayor. You may now please decline.
Oh. I think I'm going to vomit. Oh, wow. Oh, no. We saved the creepiest for last. Holy shit. How long does this go on? Oh, my God. I don't even want to know. I'm bailing out. I'm officially pulling the eject lever. I've officially seen too many dudes marry giant stuffed versions of My Little Pony, and God, I'm going through a weird kind of dilemma. I'm feeling strangely aware that I am single and alone, and these guys are marrying stuffed animals. I don't know who has it worse. I'm hoping it's them. Lab Glass, I'm horned up now. Angry Sax, I think you're doing pretty good, Johnny. I thought I was too, but I now pronounce you man and pony. Says West Coast Patriot. That is the literal dialogue to my nightmare this evening. I'm going to wake up in fear of getting married to a stuffed pony. I'm going to wake up from a nightmare of being in a wheelchair, and then they're like, I now pronounce you crippled and pony. I'll be, ah! And I'll wake up, I'll be covered in sweat, and my alarm will go off, and be like, I got to get ready to do the goddamn show. All right, so we've had a bunch of support today. Thank you so much for helping us. We love doing this, and so much so. So thank you for being part of it. I'm going to get out of here, go hang out with my daughter for as little or as long as I can, I should say, and then I'm going to come back down here to do a show at 6 p.m. in about a half hour on Mikey Two Milk's channel, twitch.tv/Mikey Two Milks, for the Monday mixtape. I don't think it's going to be as long as my last one. My last one went kind of long. I had a lot of music. Didn't have as much music this time around, but we'll see. Either way, hope you'll join us on twitch.tv/Mikey Two Milks. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We'll see you tomorrow on Steel Toe Morning Show and then back here as well. I might even try and get a haircut in that time. I think I probably should. I'm starting to look like a schlub. Really got to kind of tighten that all up. You know, got to fucking lock it down. You know, get it good.
Fuck off. Game over.
Game over.
Game over, man. Game over.
I'm retarded?
Coach, I've got AIDS.
That monkey's gonna come kill us, Mama.
I'm a thumb butt guy.
Do not come.
Cause the pussy ain't shit.
I'm no kidding. I got a trap on the deck that can choke that stone killer.
I'm gonna get a rash, a pussy rash.